This is 97.9 WRMF Palm Beach.
You hate us, you hate us, you hate us. You hate the KVJ show.
That sucks. That sucks. That stinks.
You hate us, you hate us, you hate us. You hate the KVJ show.
Kevin, you are the least interesting man in the world. You should endorse a beer called Dos Suckies, because you suck so bad with everything you do.
You hate us, you hate us, you hate us. You hate the KVJ show.
You can tell Virginia lies a lot because her nose is huge like Pinocchio. And please, shut your mouth when you take pictures. You look like an aging trout.
Oh,
You hate
what?
us, you hate us.
Beautiful.
You hate the KVJ show.
All I want for my birthday this year is for Jbird to get the coronavirus. Jason's death would be the only successful thing his dumb ass has ever done. Hashtag Jason sucks.
Wishing coronavirus on you.
Wow.
I'd rather hear Virginia fart in the microphone than hear that pothead loser Denny's talk. I'd say let Suits talk more, but that moron can't even get the traffic right. Fire them both.
You hate us, you hate us. You hate the KVJ show.
That sucks.
It's time to wake up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KVJ show to start your morning. Kevin is the host, and his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Beast, so don't get her pissed. It's Jason, talks like a spaz, and they love to talk about Bigfoot and stats. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJ show.
Yeah, what is going on? How you doing today? Happy Friday. Yeah. It is the KVJ show, ready to plow into another weekend. Got kind of a wet morning out there today.
Yeah,
A bit of a
yucky.
heads up. Yeah.
Yes, the skies were howling.
Yeah. Got to watch that. I don't know if that's going to carry on over into the weekend.
I think it's supposed to not be rainy a little bit later today. I think it's supposed to rain till like 10 maybe, and then clear up the rest of the day, but be cold tonight. So tonight, like 55.
Was it real windy by where y'all were at? 'Cause
Yes.
It sounded
Yeah.
like almost like a teenade was about to touch down.
Yeah, we were out last night. My son had flag football practice, and it was blustery.
That affects the game in flag football.
Oh, it does. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it looks like about an 80% chance of rain through 8 a.m. this morning. Temperatures in the mid-60s. Then you're going to get up to a high of like 72, so a little bit chillier today. Cloudy with some sunshine a little bit later on towards like 2 p.m. But it is going to be a rainy morning today.
If you're going out tonight, though, cold tonight.
Let's see what we got here for the Weather Channel is saying that it is going to get down to 61 degrees or 60 by 11 p.m. tonight.
Yeah, it's chilly.
Chilly.
And then this weekend looks like it's going to be, a little cloudy, but a good bit of sunshine, temperatures in the mid-70s. So that's what you're looking at weather-wise this weekend. That's one thing down. Got a lot more things to cover. We got a big Academy Award weekend that's going on, so we'll be doing that. No Name Movie Game to celebrate is going to be happening about 7:15 this morning. Jbird, I believe, has one win on the year.
Yes, one.
Yes.
That is it. I think the champ is it Virginia?
Feels good.
Yep,
Okay.
I think it's me.
It is you.
Yeah, she has the most wins, I know, for the year.
That's
'Cause
right.
remember you gave me the belt and I was complaining that it's covered in stains and broken?
I have lost 2 weeks in a row without getting one. I am in a slump, as they call it in the business.
Well, let's see if we can break out of that.
2 goose eggs.
Two goose eggs.
Wow. Okay. So we'll get to that and also the hottest things, Kev's picks for the weekend. We'll get to that in just about 30 minutes.
It's the KVJ dirt of the day. It's the KVJ dirt of the day. Virginia, take it away. Cause you know we need that dirt of the day.
Well, coming up in just a second in your dirt of the day, it looks like this kind of happened, and I didn't even realize it happened because it happened on New Year's Day. Did you realize that Nick Gordon, remember him? He was the boyfriend of Bobby Christina, Whitney Houston's daughter. He died on
Yeah.
New Year's Day.
Yeah.
I kind of missed that. I don't know how I missed that, but yeah. Toxicology reports are back, though. I'll tell you exactly what happened to him and what they're saying the whole thing was. Before we get into that, though, Looks like Post Malone got a new face tat. I often look at pictures of Post Malone and I'm like, I wonder if he regrets any of his face tats or if he's like happy about them. Must be happy because he got a new one.
He's not nowhere near the road of regret. He's too successful. People love him.
Yeah, he got a new buzz saw with blood on it, face tat on his cheek. So
Buzzsaw with blood.
Buzz saw with blood on it. It's aggressive. It's kind of pretty big.
Yeah, that definitely sends a statement. And it's big too, huh?
Apparently he got it Wednesday night after his concert in Kansas City. No word if it had anything to do with the Chiefs' win.
My boy Klepto has that noose around his neck tattooed, and he's in his mid-30s, and I don't think he regrets it.
Zero regret.
Yeah.
All right, so
No
far
regrets.
so good.
No regrets.
Yeah. They did a little, reference to that during the Super Bowl. They had the Bud Seltzer that he was advertising for, and they said, Bud Seltzer encourages you to drink and face tat responsibly. And they show these two white guys in the stands with face tats. It didn't look good, so had Bud Seltzers in their hands. It's good advertising.
I love it. Well, I don't know what the heck he's thinking, but Jeff Bezos is allegedly keeping his engagement to his girlfriend, Lauren Sanchez, going. They're telling friends they are still engaged despite the scandal. Now, what we're hearing happened is that Lauren had pictures of Jeff naked on her phone and shared those with her brother, and the brother is the one that sold them to the National Enquirer. Fascinating stuff. I mean, if you go through that with a chick, you're going to stay with her? Apparently they're staying together, so I don't know. It sounds like the security team and consultants and everybody is still looking into it to try to figure out. But according to the National Enquirer, it came from the brother. Juicy.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And finally here, autopsy and toxicology reports are back on Nick Gordon, the boyfriend of Bobby Christina, and they say he died of a heroin overdose. He was found unresponsive and not breathing on New Year's Day. He was hospitalized for 7 hours before he died. You remember Bobby Christina OD'd in a bathtub, and of course Whitney died in a bathtub. So he was found legally liable for her death, but never charged with a crime. Fascinating. And that's what's going on in your Dirt of the Day. Brought to you by Paddle Fest. It happens this weekend, Saturday, at Harborside in Jupiter. All kinds of family fun, so we'll see you out there starting at 9 a.m., Harborside in Jupiter.
It's time for viral audio.
So hide your kids, hide your wife. Double rainbow all the way across the sky.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Well, it's a good thing we've got PETA, the people for the ethical treatment of animals. They are the defenders of critters globally. And now they're letting us know that you should not be calling your dog or your cat a pet.
It's disrespectful to the pet, Virginia. I'm sorry, to the animal.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Really?
Here's a little bit of the explanation.
I can't.
A lot of people at home who have dogs and cats, they will call these animals their pets, and they'll refer to themselves as owners. And this implies that the animals are a possession. Like
oh,
car,
for God's sake.
No,
you don't even believe this,
Hear me out.
Gavin.
I do. Because when you refer to animals not as the living beings that they are, but as an inanimate object, it can reflect our treatment.
I told you all this was going to start happening. Remember I told you how there's all these articles about you can't tell your dog to sit anymore because it's disrespectful to the dog and you can't raise your voice to your animals.
This is why they lose.
So stupid.
Yeah.
You're not going to win when the majority of people are going to be like, oh, yeah, it's a good idea. Yeah, you're just going to get people to be like, shut up.
Who takes care of the pet? Who feeds it? Who grooms it? Me. I'm the owner.
Yeah, by calling it a pet, to me, it feels like it gives me a sense of responsibility.
Of course.
If it's a companion or whatever, it's like, hey, dude, you're on your own, man. Get your own food, let yourself out.
Get a job.
Yeah,
pay your rent.
Yeah.
They said it's compared to when men call a woman sweetie. That's what they were saying.
Okay, I'm here to say I like being called sweetie. Is that so bad?
There's worse things you can be called.
Anybody who I've tricked into thinking I'm sweet, I'm down with that. Call me sweetie all day. It certainly doesn't apply, but it makes me feel like a nice person.
She ain't sweet.
I'm not.
Yeah. Well, in less aggravating pet news, and this is true, almost 1/3 of people say that they've stayed in a relationship longer than they should have because they didn't want to leave the other person's pet.
I get
Amen
it.
to
Yes,
that, huh?
I get that.
I get it.
Oh man, I know somebody going through it. Well, they're
yeah?
not in it anymore, but yeah, there's cats and dogs involved.
And they stayed with him only because.
Well, they felt like they had more of an attachment to the pets than the dude.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, I think a lot of people, when it comes to breaking up, if you've got kids, you think about that and how it's going to affect your time with the kids. It's the same thing with the pets.
I'm sorry, man. There's a lot of cooler dogs out there than there are humans.
I agree.
There's a lot of cool dogs out there.
Dogs, people are way more douchier than dogs.
Big time.
I can't vouch for cats, but dogs I can vouch for.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, they say that 69% of people say that after a breakup or a pet was involved, they miss the pet as much as they miss their ex. I'm actually surprised it's that low.
I agree, and I bet you most of the time they miss the pet more than the person.
My girlfriend said that exact thing. She misses the pets more than the man.
Yeah.
It's tough, man.
Well, there you go. Some interesting stats and advice from Peter this morning.
Your decision-making skills are on point. You're listening to the KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
What you think about today, Jbird?
So, y'all are ahead of your time.
Yes, we are. Thank you.
Does that mean I'm old? Because yes.
It does mean you're old, but it also means a compliment. I believe back in 2014, y'all did a prank on me where you put my number in a bathroom saying...
I put your number all over town. I put it in bus stops. I put it in bathrooms.
And
I made up little flyers, and it said, call this number and do your best Chewbacca impersonation. You could win $100.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that is going viral today. Somebody did that prank yesterday or 2 days ago. It's all over the place. Everyone's talking about it's the prank of the year so far. What happened?
We've done so many
ago.
ideas that have gone viral for other people. It's amazing. It's like we have a curse.
We put that online. We put that on the air. What gives?
Some things don't hit. I don't know what to tell you. Much like our career, some things don't hit.
Yeah.
Maybe it's us, y'all.
I think
We're
it's
underspoken genius.
Sometimes you got to look within and realize, I think this is on me.
I'm looking in the mirror. I got to tell you, I don't like what I see. That's all that's on my mind. Just pure disappointment.
You win some and you lose some.
Well, so many people left voicemails on my phone doing Chewbacca things.
Hundreds. We played them because they were funny.
But the reason why I didn't get the joke was before I had given my number out on the air and all of the Chewbacca sounds sounded just like a Bigfoot cry. So I'm thinking, oh, they're just doing the Bigfoot Israel cry. So I don't know. Maybe it's us.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay. What you got on your mind today, Virginia?
Well, I put a picture up on our Facebook last night because I wanted to share it with all of you. I got the latest photo of our spina bifida surgery baby, who is now over 5 pounds big.
Wow.
And she is up on the KVJ Facebook page, and she's still in the hospital, but doing so good. And hopefully coming home from the hospital soon. How exciting is that?
Awesome.
So many people donated to help with the surgery costs and helped us raise $25,000 in basically a matter of hours. And so many people since then have been praying for this sweet baby. And so...
From the WRMF Freeman
I just wanted to update you before Kevin cut me off.
Oh, man. Turn a heartfelt story.
I mean, what?
Yeah.
What a riggy douche.
I'm
done now, Kevin.
This computer problem's still going on over there, I see.
Yeah, I don't know. I turned itself back on.
I mean, talk about poor timing.
Yeah.
I mean, the ending of a heartwarming story.
Yeah.
I'll shut up.
No.
Promise? Stop. You're not telling the truth.
Let me see what I got on my mind here today is I am actually getting really excited. I know we got a lot of things that are going to be coming up. The Oscars are on Sunday. You got Valentine's Day a week from today. But the thing I am excited about is next week, spring training gets going.
All right.
We are just 5 days away. I had seen that. I'm like going, oh, gosh, that's great. Pitchers and catchers are going to be reporting. That means that's going on. So if you love baseball and everything that is going on with it, you can definitely go check them out here very soon. In fact, you got the Marlins Fan Fest. It is going to be going on tomorrow. I just saw this yesterday. That's why I was trying to let you know the cool things going on because I had no idea. It's going to be at Marlins Park. Starts at 3 p.m. I think goes until 8. It's a free event, too. They're going to have players out there and games that kids could do.
Will Jeets be out there?
Probably. Yeah, I think he was out
be.
there. I think he was out there last year. I saw him. So, yeah, so you're going to have all that kind of cool stuff that's going to be going on. So you can go check that out. And they also have a little bit of a beer fest that is there, too. So if you like craft beers, you can go check that out. So that is my number one pick for cool things to do this weekend, but excited the baseball season is almost here in South Florida. Well, this has happened a good bit. You got teenagers, and they can be a little defiant. Regina knows all about this, and she wanted to run by a little parenting issue she's got with her 14-year-old son. So he was bad, and you punished him, Regina, but something happened in the course of the punishment that you didn't expect. What exactly is going on with your kid here, Regina?
Oh, man. So I took my son's phone away for a week as a punishment. And when I gave it back to him, the phone just wouldn't turn on. It was dead.
Okay.
So I took it somewhere to get it fixed, see what the problem was. And at this point, they tell me, well, it would just be cheaper to get a new phone. But I feel like this kid is going to win out. Like, he's going to get a phone upgrade, and he got in trouble. And that doesn't seem right to me. So I don't want to reward him for getting in trouble by buying him a brand new phone.
Now, is he kind of pushing you to say, hey, I did my punishment. I gave you my phone. You give it back to me, and it's broken. I shouldn't have to suffer more than that, so I deserve a new phone. Is he kind of pushing the agenda?
Yeah, a 14-year-old kid without a phone for more than a week now. He's majorly pushing the agenda.
Yeah.
And he thinks that I have to be accountable. He thinks it's my fault somehow that his phone, like, he doesn't have a phone at all. And that is completely unfair. But part of me kind of thinks this is karma for being disobedient in the first place. Maybe he should go a little while without a phone. But he is just, like, relentless. And then I thought, well, maybe I'll just give him my phone and I'll get a new phone.
Yeah.
But my phone's pretty new too, and I just don't feel right about rewarding him at this point. Like, oh, hey, you get something brand new despite the fact that you got in trouble. What do you guys think?
Okay, well, I can tell you like what my mom would do. My mom was tough. She was strict. And if you did anything wrong ever in life and other bad things happened outside of that, she would just be like, you know what? You set everything in motion. She said that's why you got to learn that when you have bad behavior, there could be a hailstorm of things that come.
Consequences.
Yes, and you could get more drenched in that rainstorm than what you thought you deserved. But you're the one that made it rain. So my mom would be like, no, I don't think so. Too bad.
Well, your mom's right.
Yeah.
And, I mean, if the kid wants a new phone, make him work for the phone.
Thank you.
And have him do it through good behavior. You are on punishment. You have to work to get back in the good graces of getting your phone back, all of that crap.
I make Magnolia and her friends who come over, and she talks her friends into helping her, do extra stuff. Now, normally she has to clean her room and do her laundry and stuff like that, but I'll make them, wash my car. I'll make them do outside stuff where they, sweep off the back patio and just stuff that normally I would do.
Yep.
But they can earn money towards whatever it is they want. I mean, this world ain't free, especially when you got bad karma coming your way.
And the kid, just the fact that he's trying to dictate what's going to happen, and now you're getting me a new phone. No, that's not happening.
You're going to have to work for this.
Yeah.
And that's just messed up, too, that you can't refurbish the phone for cheaper than it is to buy a new one.
You might be able to. You can buy cheaper phones, too.
Yeah, you can buy a refurbished one. You don't have to buy a brand new phone.
Yeah, go back and get like a really old model and be like, there you go.
There's a place in Jupiter by me on US 1 next to that Sinopolis, and they refurbish computers and phones. And if you go in there, yeah, you can get an iPhone 7 or 8, and it's way less than going to get a brand new one.
We're living in modern times. Just taking away a phone from a 14-year-old, just the worst.
I think this is probably a good way to deal with this, because some people are saying that, when you take away a kid's phone, you take away the ability for them to connect in emergency situations and things of the such. But they said my parents, when they would punish me, they would give me a flip phone for as long as they think I deserved it, because no child deserves an upgrade on a phone or anything. Yeah, so if Regina went with what her 14-year-old son would do, he got punished and then he gets an upgrade on his phone.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
It works out in his favor.
Yeah.
And this is really it. Kids today, they just think they have a lot more power than they should. And I think part of it, we do give kids a lot of power. But there's got to be limitations on that. When it comes to their own body and things like that, I'm all, you know what? You go ahead and do what you want to do. But when it comes to rules and regulations, I'm sorry, there is a limit to your power.
It's turning into Children of the Corn up in here.
Magnolia worked really hard last year, and she got an iPad, and I paid for half of it, and she paid for half of it. She's lost the little stylus pen, the pen it comes with.
Yeah.
And she's like, Mom, I need a new one. I'm like, I don't know what to tell you. The thing came with one. If you lost it, that's on you, chick. You got to figure it out. I mean, I'm not going to just throw money at a $120 pen that you lost. I'd be tearing up my life looking for this pen.
I'm from the school where I believe in kids, they should, in whatever way, work for stuff.
I agree.
Because you appreciate it a lot more when you do, and you won't be as careless with your items.
Nobody throws money at me for me to go fix my mistakes.
Yeah.
So why should I throw money at my kid? No, you got to earn it and figure it out.
Mm-hmm. Someone else texted in and said, kids in the 80s and 90s didn't have cell phones for emergencies, so that's just stupid. A phone is a privilege, not a requirement.
I agree.
I agree too, man.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I sound old.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
that's true too.
Regina, you do have the power back on your side here, because everybody agrees with you that, yes, he is not getting an upgrade. If at best he is getting a downgrade in phone, and a flip phone is probably what he gets and what he needs.
I mean, if a kid gets put on restriction or grounded, you have to take away their phone, right? For them to feel the heat. If you ground the kid and they continue to have the phone, everything's on that thing. Games, the internet.
If you want to truly punish them, you have to take away what they love the most. And if he loves the phone the most, that's how you're going to make the most impact with your punishment.
Would your mom, Kev, add on another week of restriction if you were coming off a punishment and then telling her what to do about, I want an upgrade? Would she go, well, you're not getting an upgrade and you have another week of restriction?
No, she wouldn't add another week. She'd add a month.
Okay.
Yeah, I kind of feel like you're letting your kid be the boss, and that's when you've lost control of your household. You got to let these kids know who the hell is boss.
Kids walk in like they have the attitude like they are the boss.
Not in my house. I go toe to toe, and you will lose.
Good. That's the way it should be. Kids should be losing. Kids should have a losing record at home.
I had a lot of losses.
I did.
Yeah.
I never ruled the roost.
I'm not kidding you. I led the league in losses. I'm telling you. From 7th and 9th grade.
It's good.
Yeah.
Kids should have a losing record at home. That should be a parenting motto. Kids should have a losing record at home.
Well, it's part of teaching them.
Yes.
That's your job. Once you start giving in to all of them, you're training them to operate like this in the real world, and they're going to have a rude awakening because the real world's not going to give them a new phone.
Mm-hmm. All right, the boomers are done ranting. Thank you very much, Regina. Ever got something your kids got you on the run, you can let us know about it. Send us an email, mail@kvjshow.com, mail@kvjshow.com. Really a surprising list as I start going down this. Big actors with no Oscar wins. The Academy Awards going to be happening on, Sunday night? Is that when they go down?
Yes, Kevin.
Yes. So who are the biggest names in cinema that do not have an Oscar yet? I'll let you know next. I think the Academy Awards are a lot like the Grammys in the sense where as you look back through history, you are just wondering why some things got awards and others did not. I was just kind of like looking through a list today of like some of the movies that were kind of like questionable. They had the Robert Redford film Out of Africa. That won an Academy Award. for Best Picture over The Color Purple. And people were like, well, how did that happen? Out of Africa, for a Robert Redford movie, they said wasn't even really a good movie, and his acting wasn't good.
I've never seen Out of Africa. I've definitely seen The Color Purple.
Mm-hmm. And it was another one, I think it was Annie Get Your Gun beat Star Wars in 1977. That was another one that I saw.
Yeah, a lot of critics didn't like Star Wars.
Yeah. And I mean, look at it now. So it was kind of interesting just see like some of the bigger actors and actresses that have never won an Oscar.
Tom Cruise is on that list.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess the kind of stuff he does.
I thought he was really good in Jerry Maguire. That was the one I thought he might have gotten it.
He's been nominated 3 times. He has no wins.
Does it have what movies he was nominated for?
I don't have that in front of me.
Okay, I'm going to ask you a few more questions you don't have answers for. Just to prolong the bit.
What's his favorite color?
Let me see. He was nominated for Born on the 4th of July, Jerry Maguire, and Magnolia. Those are his 3 nominations. Robert Downey Jr., he's never won an Oscar. He's been nominated twice for Chaplin and Tropic Thunder. But he has never won. He's 54. Tom Cruise is 57. Steve Buscemi has never even been nominated for an Oscar.
He's a great actor.
He's done some roles, wouldn't you think? He's been in was he in Reservoir Dogs? Or did I just make that up?
Ah, boy.
Okay. I don't know, but he's been in some movies like that, right? Where you would think, how has he not been nominated?
He was in Fargo, which was a really good movie. He's been in a lot of Adam Sandler movies. Don't think he's going to get the nod on that.
Probably. No, because
the Academy does not acknowledge Sandler.
They don't.
Yeah, a lot of people were saying that he should have for Uncut Gems.
I know.
Should have been nominated this year. Didn't he have a Golden Globe nomination?
I believe so.
And then he didn't get one for that. People are like going, that's just the Oscars hating. Harrison Ford has only 1 Oscar nomination.
Was it for The Fugitive?
It was for Witness in 1986.
I didn't like that movie.
Yeah, I didn't think it was great. I thought The Fugitive was much better.
I didn't witness it.
The Fugitive, if you have not seen that movie, I highly recommend that one. Have you seen that one, Virginia?
Is that the one where he's like running?
Yeah.
And somebody's got one arm?
The Fugitive, yeah.
Something.
A one-armed man killed my wife.
It's great acting.
You need an Oscar.
Yes. Samuel L. Jackson has never won an Oscar and was only nominated once.
He didn't get nominated for Pulp Fiction?
Yes, he did.
Okay.
He's only been nominated once, and that was the one time.
That was a brilliant performance.
I watched it again, and I really did like that movie.
He brings it hardcore.
Joaquin Phoenix just got his first Oscar nomination as Best Supporting Actor in Gladiator, and his actor nomination this year is for The Joker. It's his 4th, but he's never won. Joaquin Phoenix. And wouldn't we regard him as one of the greatest actors that we have today?
Yeah, it's coming. We would.
I have a feeling they're going to write that wrong this year. Do you think he's going to win that?
There's a good chance he'll win for The Joker.
Mm-hmm. Glenn Close has been nominated 7 times, and she's never won.
Is Glenn Close the one from Fatal Attraction?
I will not be ignored.
Yes.
But unfortunately, she has been ignored.
She came close.
That is such a good movie.
Yeah.
Fatal Attraction.
Antonio Banderas has never won an Oscar. He's been nominated for 5 Golden Globes, though, without a win.
He's aging nicely.
Yeah, he is.
He looked good.
He's nominated this year for Best Actor in Pain and Glory, so maybe he'll finally get off that list. Johnny Depp has never won an Academy Award. He's been up for Best Actor 3 times, never gotten it.
Boy, those audio clips of him and his ex fighting, he really does sound like the pirate all the time.
Yeah, he does.
It's not an act. That's a therapy session, and he's talking like a dang pirate.
He still talks like that. And he's from Del Rey.
It's crazy. It's a Del Rey pirate.
How did this happen?
He never stops that act.
Miramar, something like that. Amy Adams, she has been nominated 6 times for acting with no wins. Annette Bening has been nominated 4 times without a win. So some of the big names that are on there. Bradley Cooper, one of the newer people, he's been nominated for 8 Oscars.
Wow, nothing to win?
Nothing. 4 as an actor for Silver Linings Playbook, American Hustle, American Sniper, and A Star is Born. This year he's nominated as a producer for Joker, but isn't that kind of a slap in the face if you're Bradley Cooper and your only Academy Award is as a producer for somebody else's great acting?
They need to give him one for being hot.
Yeah, I don't think
He's delicious.
You doing okay over there? Someone sounds like...
Girl's a little steamy today, isn't she?
I'm sorry, you're naming all these hot dudes.
Boy, it's Friday. Woohoo!
Get Virginia going.
Let's turn it up.
She's getting a little misty over there.
Yeah, she is.
Scarlett Johansson does not have an Academy Award, but she's got 2 nominations this year. Best Actress in Marriage Story and Supporting Actress in Jojo Rabbit. And then Adam Driver. All his greatest work is outside of Star Wars.
Kylo Ren.
He has got his 2nd nomination in a row. Black Klansman was 1, and then he's got Best Actor nomination in Marriage Story.
He did really good on SNL, too. He's pretty good at comedy.
The Undercover Boss was pretty good. Did you see that skit where he went in as Kylo Ren? Yeah. All right, so there you go. Big night happening on Sunday. We got our own big morning going on here movie-wise. No Name Movie Game's going to be coming up.
Yeah, and I'm taking the belt back home to me.
You better bring your skills. I'm on fire this morning.
Got some interesting stats going on here. In fact, I will break down correct guesses, wins, losses. Jbird, it's not looking great for you so far. We got Joshua already doing our stats on the No Name Movie Game.
It's been a rough 2020.
Yeah, so we got a breakdown on that as well coming up.
This is 97.9 WRMF Palm Beach.
It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. Virginia, take it away, because you know we need that Dirt of the Day.
Well, coming up in a second, I will play for you the Gayle King audio and the Snoop Dogg audio. The battle continues. Before we get into that, Kim Kardashian is talking about her little baby Psalm, and she thinks that the baby is somebody reincarnated.
The baby is somebody reincarnated?
Yes.
Okay, I can't wait to find out who this might be.
We were in Bali, and a blind medium, came up to me and said I was going to have another son, and it was going to be my father reincarnated. No one knew that I had a surrogate that was pregnant with a boy. And then my baby nurse, she brings him to a baby shower, and a woman comes up to her and said, "Is this your son?" And she said, no, I'm just, watching him. And she said, well, I just have to tell you, please tell their mom, this is a family member of hers reincarnated. So my whole family thinks it's my dad. He's left-handed like my dad. I don't even know if I believe in reincarnation, but I want to believe it.
Wow.
Interesting.
I mean, how would somebody all the way across the globe just happen to know something random about the Kardashians?
You're right.
Are you poo-pooing on my favorite class?
How would that be possible?
I mean, every time they blink, they post it.
I mean, it's not like we know anything about them at all.
I mean, come on, Virginia.
Kevin, it was in Bali.
Did you hear Virginia? Like halfway through the
Oh,
clip,
yeah.
she's like, oh my gosh, this is so real.
Yeah.
I got real chills.
I mean, how else do you explain this?
I got chills for different reasons.
You can't take my chills away. I think it's real, and you can go sit on it.
Such a good point, Kevin.
Okay. All right.
John Schneider, remember him from the Dukes of Hazzard? He and his wife are in a pretty ugly split, and she is now claiming he owes her over $1 million in unpaid spousal support dating back 4 years. He was ordered to pay her $18,000 a month, and I guess he was like, nah, I'm not going to pay. And so it's over $1 million when you add interest and all the back payments. She's asked the court to please step in and help her, so this is a mess. John's ex, the one that wants all this money, her name is Elvira. It's funny to me. Elvira. And she claims that John makes $172,000 a month.
Wow.
That's pretty hefty.
Okay.
In other news, it looks like Rod Stewart, his court date is official. If you want to get a Rod Stewart sighting, I know we get a lot of sightings of the fake Rod Stewart. I've seen him in Publix a lot. But the real Rod Stewart, in case you want to see him, is going to be in court February 18th. So he stands accused of simple battery on a security guard from a New Year's Eve party that I think got out of hand a little bit.
Ooh.
They often do.
Yeah, they do. And finally, here's Snoop Dogg ranting a little bit about the Gayle King interview where she asked about Kobe Bryant. Here is Snoop upset about her question.
Gayle King, way out of pocket. What do you gain from that? I swear to God, we the worst. We expect more from you, Gayle. Don't you hang out with Oprah? Why y'all attacking us? We your people. You ain't coming after Harvey Weinstein asking them questions. I get sick of y'all. I want to call you one. Funky dog head. How dare you try to tarnish my mother homeboy's reputation? Respect the family and back off before we come get you.
Oh, jeez. Oh, man. Sound like an old school gang threat there.
I mean, if I was Gayle, I would crap myself.
Well, you have to hear it because she does make an apology.
She better.
Yeah.
The dog pound's about to
she rolls over on her network.
She should. How weird would that be if Gayle King dies in a drive-by?
Oh, my gosh.
You'd be like, wait, what?
Just don't get Oprah.
Yeah. Okay, she's apparently believing the threat is real.
I know that if I had only seen the clip that you saw, I'd be extremely angry with me too. I am mortified, I'm embarrassed, and I am very angry.
What's the clip?
So basically, she's saying that the network gave her a bad edit. That it was a long interview, and that the thing that ran was pretty much the Kobe stuff.
Taken out of context, like it just like she was like hammering this chick about Kobe's rape allegations, and the chick was friends with Kobe, and she was like, "I don't know, Gayle, I didn't know him like that."
It was it Lisa Leslie who's
Yes.
okay?
Yes.
Oh yeah,
WNBA player.
Okay, so they made it look like this was kind of a hit piece where Gayle went right at Lisa Leslie, and that was the focus of her interview. Was let's breeze over everything Kobe Bryant was doing and had done,
and just talk about the rape.
Gotcha. Okay.
Unbeknownst to me, my network put up a clip from a very wide-ranging interview, totally taken out of context, and when you see it that way, it's very jarring. It's jarring to me. So for the network to take the most salacious part when taken out of context and put it up online for people who didn't see the whole interview is very upsetting to me, and that's something I'm going to have to deal with them.
Okay. All right.
You better deal with it quick before you get that drive-by.
I would deal with Snoop first.
Yes.
Then the network.
Right.
Yeah, CBS, not known for drive-bys.
Well, I'm just saying, Snoop did say they're going to come get you.
We're coming for you.
Do they sell bulletproof vests and dresses?
Bulletproof dress?
Yes.
I'm sure you could have one custom made. I'm sure Oprah could commission it right now.
So my question is her network going to be all mad that she rolled over on them? Or did her and her network get together and say, look, we'll be the fall person. Just blame it on us because we don't want the heat. I could see both of those things happening.
You never know. The network could be like, no, Gayle, we do this all the time. We take clips of interviews and we use them to promote interviews. And it sucks for you, but this is how we get viewers.
Well, of course, you're going to take the most salacious part of the interview and put that. If you're a producer of a show,
they're just doing what every other show producer would do.
Well, you would be mad at Denny's if he took the least boring clip of like if he just took like the most boring part of the Damon Wayans interview and put that up instead of the good stuff. You'd be kind of annoyed by that.
You take the thing that is going to get the best reaction.
Well, and there's been so much praise heaped on Kobe Bryant and his legacy and everything else that it's been a love fest. That they're probably looking where everybody's going one direction. They want to do that zag that gets attention, and
it worked.
Yeah.
But sometimes when you're the interviewer, you do have to ask tough questions and you do have to take heat. So what are you? I mean, are you going to take the heat, ask the tough question? Because you do. If you have to ask tough questions, you're going to take heat.
And that's what Gayle is apparently wrestling with.
I mean, you're not going to always win people over when you're interviewing people.
It's muddy, and we're here for it, so we'll keep you posted.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what's going on in your Dirt of the Day, brought to you by Paddle Fest. It happens tomorrow at Harborside in Jupiter. It's all kinds of fun, family-friendly fun. You can bring your paddleboard out there, bring your kayak, bring your pet. There's going to be even competitions, races with cash prizes. So we'll see you out there at Harborside tomorrow morning starting at 9 a.m.
Some instant commentary rolling in here. Somebody said that Gayle King hammers Lisa Leslie, by the way, who's from Delray Beach, and insists on trying to get a negative answer about Kobe. The WNBA player says that the media should respect that he's not here to defend himself. So you can't blame the editors or whatever. That was the way that Gayle King was going at him. You can't put words in somebody's mouth through editing.
But you can be scared of the dog pound, which apparently, with good reason, she is.
Is Gayle King in a helmet today?
Y'all, if the dog pound came for you, you'd feel the same.
Of course.
You'd be apologizing, backpedaling, blaming the network.
If anybody came for me, I'd be scared. If you come for me, I'm frightened.
And I think he might be removed from the day-to-day of Gang, but I fully believe Snoop has somebody he could call if he needed to.
He's got 50 people he could call.
Yeah.
Well, I just think even on a social media standpoint, I think Snoop could really make it hard.
I bet it's already hard. Has anybody checked Gayle King's social media? Has she had to shut down her Twitter yet?
I don't know.
I mean, that's coming, y'all. If he unleashes on her and tells others to do the same, Gayle needs to go silent for a couple months.
Wow, that's crazy. Could just see that right now. Snoop trying to get at Gayle King. Martha Stewart's driving him.
What the hell's going on?
What's going on?
The gang wars have gotten out of control. At this point, I don't even know.
I kind of feel like I'd rather have Martha doing the drive-by than an experience.
You want her to be the shooter or the driver?
I don't know. I feel like she's not as hard.
Okay.
I got a better shot
All right.
of living.
Got to say happy birthday to Chris Rock. He is turning 55 years old today. He's got a new version of Saw. It's going to be coming out. It's in that franchise. And Garth Brooks is 58 today. Happy birthday to both of them. Also got a birthday shout out to our own Thumbelina.
Aww.
Your daughter Lydia and your husband Josh.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
Birthday shout out for our son Obi and Stuart, turning 18 today from mom, dad, Marina, and your godfather Skippy and Mojo. Also, Joelle is turning 16 today. That's from mom, Sammy, Chris, Jaeger, Luna, our two dogs, Toby and Jackson, too, and our two cats. Also, happy birthday to our ray of sunshine, Ariana, from Darren, Fluff, Laverne, and all the rest. Diane is turning 35. Amber says, love you lots. Also, happy birthday to my bestie, Sabrina, from your bestie. Happy first birthday to Annabelle Rose. That's for Mommy, Daddy, and Abigail. Also, you got 6 years of love going on here. Happy birthday to my amazing boyfriend from Igor, I never know. Ever since that movie, it could be one or the other. Yeah. Famka and Fat Cat Kit Kat. So there you go, or Kit Kat. Also, a little birthday shout out, Lewis Wigan in the UK. Thank you very much for listening there, Lewis.
You got big numbers in the UK.
I know. I talked to quite a few UKers on the gram.
Also, happy birthday to Kai from the Bradfords.
Oh!
From New Bradford, yeah. Dustin and the whole family out there, yeah.
I'm good friends with them. I love Kai.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Do some great stuff. So happy birthday there, Kai. Got a birthday you want to get on the KVJ show? Let us know. Mail at kvjshow.com. MAIL at kvjshow.com. All right, time once again for another round of the No Name Movie Game. All Things Movies going to be celebrated this weekend with the Academy Awards on Sunday night. Excited to see all that. We got our own version of movie love here with the No Name Movie Game. Joshua has actually been jumping on the No Name Movie Game stats so far. To give you some of the current totals, Virginia's got the most wins so far this year with 3.
And nobody's surprised.
Denny's has no wins, and Jbird has the only other win so far to date. So Denny's got a New Year drought going on here.
Denny's is growing his hair out. I don't know if you could tell, but my man is taking it back to the 70s.
That's why it's so messy right now, yeah.
Looks great. Yeah, thick and gorgeous.
It looks good on you, baby.
Pretty messy.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty messy.
Virginia has a total of 17 correct guesses. And even though he has no wins, Denny's is actually behind her with 12.
Okay.
So far, Jbird has only 8 correct guesses.
Well, I've had 2 goose eggs back-to-back weeks.
Yeah, in 4 weeks, you've gotten 8 correct.
It hasn't been the right mind frame.
Yeah. Well, today's a day to reset, maybe. Virginia has an average score each week of 4.25. Denny's has an average of 3. Jbird has an average of 2.
Wow, this guy really put the work in. Thank God somebody around here is good at math.
This is amazing.
Jason has 1 win and 4 last place finishes.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, so as an observer, who's doing better, me or Denny's? He's got more correct answers, but I do have 1 win. I think he's still doing better than me somehow.
Well, I think you got to ultimately go on wins.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what we rank around here.
That's first and foremost is on wins.
Did you take home the broken, stained belt?
It's the question.
No, I did not.
You did once.
Oh, yeah, not last week, but I am bringing it back home, baby. Yeah.
Okay. Going to start off with Jenny in Hollywood to partner up with Virginia. Hello, Jenny.
Hey, guys.
Oh, jeez.
Jbird just unplugged all of KVJ TV.
No, I did not. Just a third of it. I'm sorry.
Oh, boy. Suits is coming
Here
in
comes
here.
Suits.
We now have technical issues. Can you please stay seated throughout the entire show?
Suits, can you please yell at Jbird?
You make this so much more difficult than it has to be.
Suits, don't yell at me. And Virginia, please, you just need to honestly bring it down to about a 2.
This is perfect. It's setting the stage for another goose egg.
Yeah.
Chaos right before he has to perform is perfect.
I'm all jacked up on Mountain Dew this morning.
You are, huh? Okay.
You're back on the dew?
I don't know what's going on, baby. It's something I can't get off.
You haven't done the dew in years.
I know, I'm back.
Yeah, by the way, we're going to have a talk here coming up, just so you know.
About what, the camera?
No.
Other things you broke.
Yeah.
The internet.
Yeah.
And now I have this hanging over my head.
Yep.
Oh, he's not going to get a single point.
You guys are really
Yep.
trying to mess with me.
Oh,
Yep.
boy.
I'm getting fired.
Kevin is like stonewalling you. You got to think about it.
Don't let it get in your head.
All right, Jenny. Let's see how you do here. Virginia, the reigning champ so far of 2020. She's going to give you the clues to the movie. She can't use either the actors' names, either the characters' names, or the words from the title of the movie. You've got 60 seconds. Are you ready, Jenny?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Let's do this, girl.
Your time begins now.
It's a place where you go with your friends and you try to get out of this little space. You pay money to go with all your friends. It's called a what? It's a fun activity to do on the weekends. It's you and a group of people from your church or work. Pass. He's a superhero, and he's got the glowing middle of his hand. He's in
Superhero with a
red,
glow.
red suit.
Spider-Man?
No, pass.
Spider-Verse?
Pass on that one. They talk like this. It's also a dance move. They talk like this.
The robot?
Yeah, yes. Pass on that one. Pass on that one. Pass on that one. They're your pets. They're what? They're in your house. They're
dogs.
They're felines, and you already said the other one.
Cats, kittens.
Okay, just put them together.
Kitty cat.
Okay.
Cats and dogs.
I have a tough time counting, Denny's. How many did she get?
She got 1.
Oh.
I gotta tell you, that was also maybe debatable because it was robots. And
No, she said robots.
She did.
She said robot first, then she said robots second.
Okay. I didn't hear that.
Well, the champ's awfully defensive, Coach.
Okay.
Okay, it's the only one we got. Right?
The others are Escape Room and Iron Man with the glowing hand.
Ooh.
Denny's, I mean, a win for you is a win for me.
I think Iron Fist had the glowing hand, right?
Yeah, I think what you're referring to, he does shoot lasers out of his palm.
Oh, okay.
But he's got the glowing chest.
I got you.
He's got both.
He's got both. He does.
Panda's got Iron Man figures all over the house. I know.
Okay.
I just want to reiterate, the champ does seem a little defensive.
Big time.
I just can't believe it.
Okay.
I can't believe it.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, Denny's.
Yes.
Come on, Denny's.
Let me get that 3 spot. That's my average.
As long as the witch doesn't win, it's a win for both of us.
Yes.
All right, we got Jackie on here from Tamarack. Hello, Jackie.
Hey, good morning, guys.
Good morning. Are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
Okay. All you got to do is beat a questionable one. All right.
I like how you do questionable.
So smug.
I'm getting a lot of texts coming in saying she did not say robots.
Listen to the tape.
Okay, we'll have to do an instant replay if it's an issue. It might not be.
Questionable one.
Yes.
That's terrible.
I'm just telling you what the people are saying, Virginia.
Champ, real defensive.
Mm-hmm.
It was a turd performance.
All right.
Okay, 60 seconds here on the clock. Your time begins now.
Pass that one. This is a dance, and you're doing it in France. And it's the final one you ever do.
Oh my God.
Pass on.
I have no clue.
Let's see here. He got turned into a snowman. He's a father of some kids. I forget the rest of it.
Jack Frost?
Yep. Let's see here. He rubs a magic lamp, and he has a...
Aladdin.
Yep. This is the person, if you buy a book and you do the activity of what the book is, you would be considered a... It's tough. That's a tough one. Pass on. Here, this is... He serves justice in the night, and he's fighting the... He comes from another planet. It's two superheroes that fight each other. Yes, but he's fighting who? It was two...
Superman versus Batman?
Flip it, and you got it.
Batman versus Superman.
Yep, perfect. Pass that one. This is... pass that one.
He's so polite.
It's so polite.
You got the 3 spot you wanted.
It's my average.
3 with a bullet.
It's my average.
Okay. All right. That is so far on deck for the win.
Those are
and
tough.
Less
Those were
the bird.
tough. You had tough ones, too.
Okay. Got Josh on here from Cutler Bay. Hello, Josh.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Josh, I don't have to tell you how much this one means. I mean, the witch has been so lippy today.
Brother, let's do the do.
Okay. I like it. I feel connected with this guy.
Do.
We're going to do this.
Take a swig. Take a swig.
Don't tell me I don't live my life.
Okay. All right. Here we go. All right. You got 60 seconds on the clock in the no-name movie game. Your time begins now.
If you are a home made of candle stuff, it would be what?
House of Wax.
Yes. If you are on an island and everyone's dead but you are what?
Castaway.
No.
Castaway.
Pass.
Lone Survivor.
Yes, you got that. Okay. Clown, murderer. Clown, murderer.
It.
Yes. Okay. Woman full of flames. Opposite of that.
Man on Fire.
Yes!
Oh, you got it.
Did the win?
Hey, might as
You
well.
got it.
A creature in the screw it, I won.
Sure.
You don't want to give anybody a reason to be able to say anything bad about him. Let's just quit now. I won. Okay, let's just go ahead. And I have a feeling I'm not going to do well here for 20 seconds. So, yeah. There you go.
Yes.
All right, you get to take the belt home and destroy it some more.
Come here, Denny's.
Congratulations. All right. Denny's.
All right, his back's going to be thrown out later.
Okay. Oh, there you
not
go.
good.
Ooh.
Oh, fell right
down.
on the back.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like a true champ.
Yeah, like a true champ, all right.
You're going to be in traction.
Okay. I don't know if that was one of the world's greatest celebrations.
Aren't you a little old to be jumping on each other? Just saying.
Now Bird is down.
He's not moving so well now.
No, he's not.
He can't roll over. He looks like one of them turtles you see that can flip and they can't get over.
I think I dropped you on your shoulder.
No, Dennis, you dropped me on my spine.
Well, congratulations, Josh. You got tickets to Dancing with the Stars live, okay?
Awesome.
Cool.
Thanks, guys.
I can check out the Hard Rock. You been to the Hard Rock since they did the renovations yet on it, Josh?
Yeah, man. I actually stayed in one of the rooms. It's pretty amazing.
Is it? Wow. Okay. Well, you can go. You got the tickets to go there. You got a reason to go back. February 25th is the date. Enjoy yourself, and congratulations. Very nice. All right, Bird, boy, you're just riding high here today.
Look at you.
Look at him. I mean, just fresh. Everything's great, you know?
So much
Now, from now on, you're going to have to do the do.
Yeah, I've been drinking a lot of it lately. I don't know why. I mean, I swore I'd never drink Mountain Dew really ever again, and it's got back in my bloodstream. I'm kind of like a shark to blood.
It's winning juice.
I used to drink it all the time before baseball. I'd drink a Mountain Dew and a king-size Snicker.
Diabetes.
I thought you said you didn't play a lot.
I didn't. I just sat on the bench and got fat. Maybe that's why I wasn't playing. Maybe I was eating too many snacks. Wow, I'm having a
Don't think about it.
what a revelation. right
Focus
now.
on your win. You just won the belt.
Yeah.
Wow.
You just won.
Sorry for how it all.
You got a 4 spot.
Yeah,
Okay.
so many Snickers.
So many Snickers. Coming up here in a couple minutes, I understand that it's a little bit of an intervention, I guess, that needs to happen here today. Now, yesterday, there were some things that were set into perspective as we talked about the things that Jbird does that annoys Denny's. But apparently one thing that was left off the list, and I don't know if this is so much of an annoyance, Virginia, as it might be a concern. Denny's would like to have a little intervention with Jbird about something that he's got going on in his life. That he thinks that he should change. And this is kind of a warning to the bird. Will he take it or will he fight Denny's? That would be the ultimate question. We'll find out next.
Get the info on everything that's going on with us at kvjshow.com.
Jbird has been talking about how he's been really going hard at the Mountain Dew over here. I know once upon a time he was kind of dipping off the soda thing. Now he seems like he's back at it full force. Where would you say your soda consumption is these days, Jbird?
It depends. I mean, during the week, I find I'm drinking more soda. Here at work,
yeah,
because we don't have all we have in our refrigerator. I mean, it is stocked with beer. You can't get anything else in that thing.
I know. I love it. I open it and I'm like,
And the water here.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to start a water war,
Yeah.
but it kind of tastes like fish juice. I feel like it's a little fishy. I don't know.
Yeah.
And every now and then there's like little floaty things in it. It kind of grosses me out.
That is kind of.
I do have questions about the last time that water thing was cleaned.
I just don't trust the water. I'm sorry. It's just I've had some bad experiences here, so I have been going back to the Dew. I ain't proud of it.
Okay, but I mean, it's just what
gosh,
you do.
Boy, it is good though. It's really good.
I haven't seen you do the Dew in many years.
I know.
And he's back with a vengeance too.
It is. It's become. I'd say the last 2 weeks, it's really spiked for me.
It has, huh?
It has.
Well, there is something else that apparently is spiking, and there is some growing concern.
Something else you're doing wrong.
Yeah.
Sit tight.
I can't wait to hear it.
In Denny's camp, he had sent me something here and didn't even realize that this is possible and could be this way or this dangerous. But apparently there is something that Jbird is doing and doing a good bit that has got your boy Denny's concerned for you. And I believe a lot of what it has to do with is your intake and the amount of pizza that you are eating. Now, yesterday when we were talking about the things that you do that annoys Denny's, there was a discussion about that because you being a food bully, you pushing a food agenda on Denny's did come up. And he would say, just like every night or 3 nights in a row, like everything, it's pizza, it's pizza, it's pizza, it's pizza.
Denny's, he watched this pizza documentary that rattled him.
Yeah.
And then he asked me to come over. So we're working on something for the show. He's like, before we work, I just want to show you something. So he sits me down, and it's this pizza documentary about how this guy's addicted to pizza and how his life has spiraled out of control because of it.
And his health is a disaster. Because Denny's told me about it, too. He's worried.
Yeah. So what exactly did this documentary with this guy who's got his own pizza addiction say, and what was wrong with his health, Denny's?
So I'll give you the gist. We're grabbing the audio right now, but the gist was this guy, since the age of 7, I believe, has only eaten pizza from that point forth, and the documentary takes place when he's 22. So he's been eating only pizza for breakfast, lunch, and dinner since 7 years old. And when he started hitting his 19 to early 20s, he started feeling, first he got migraines. He'd wake up, he had headaches, and then the migraines transitioned into vertigo to where he started losing where he was. And then the latest.
Who's been having vertigo that I know recently?
Virginia, did someone not just say this morning, I've been getting dizzy a lot lately?
Yep.
I swear that came out of Jbird's mouth.
Those words were uttered by the bird.
That's the beginning phases. And then
the beginning is vertigo.
Vertigo is the beginning stages of pizza disease.
The end is death. Are you ready?
I would die for pizza. That's how strongly I feel for the pie.
Okay, here's a little bit about what that guy has to say, and this is part of the documentary of this dude and the health problems he was having because of pizza.
22-year-old Josh eats pizza 3 meals a day.
Some good stuff.
A total of 1,800 pounds every single year. Wow. 80 times more than the average person.
Josh's pizza consumption is to excess. It's gotten to the point where it's a compulsion.
I crave pizza every time I want a meal. Right now I want pizza. I don't know what made me want it. I just want it.
He'll eat it hot, cold,
1 day old, frozen, microwaved.
Josh's only nutrition comes from the 2,000 cups of white flour, 250 cups of tomato sauce, and 230 pounds of cheese that he eats every year. Wow.
God, I love the pizza.
Josh's diet concerns me, scares me really, because I feel like if it's left unchecked, that he is going to kill himself.
Wow.
Yes.
Oh, so this is like Denny's speaking, this documentary is speaking for Denny's. I mean, where do you stand compared to this guy, Josh?
The whole time they're showing this guy, they're showing him in his kitchen. He's eating bagel bites. He's eating Hot Pockets. He's eating all these.
Anything pizza.
All these different kind of people. Like he's got a drug problem.
Well, so the problem is the amount of flour, the amount of salt, and the amount of sugar that's in these.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And you're eating it every day.
Yeah.
I mean, the only reason I even thought about it was that I think it's been 9 days straight of you just eating pizza. That's the only thing you've had for the last 9 days. I even talked about it yesterday. We only eat pizza.
Yeah.
It's gotten so hard to do.
Only 9?
I thought he was coming out here to call you and be like, no, I've had more than... No, he's saying more than 9.
I had a pizza blog last year. I love pizza. I do love pizza.
I think it's the only food you eat, though.
I go through pizza runs. I'm going through a pizza run right now.
I feel like you eat too much cheese to have the runs.
I eat other things. I swear.
Like what?
I don't have a problem.
But like hummus pizza. I mean, it's still
Snickers?
essentially like pizza.
What else do you eat?
I eat a bunch of different stuff. I eat hummus.
Pizza is what percentage of your total diet?
I eat butt chicken and seafood. I eat other... What did you ask me? I'm sorry. I feel like I'm on trial right now.
You are.
You eat Girl Scout cookies?
I eat healthy sometimes.
What
I do.
What do you eat that's healthy?
I will eat vegetables. I'll eat some fruits.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like how often do you have vegetables and fruits?
Virginia, quit acting like
Quit
acting like you know what I do in my life.
Tell me the last vegetables you've seen Jbird eat.
I can't even remember. I mean, it was for a challenge. Remember that vegetable challenge?
He hates vegetables.
I was going to say, I don't know if I've ever seen you willingly eat a vegetable. Ever in 15 years.
I feel like this is all getting misrepresented in the media right now.
Well, you're saying this, and everyone who knows you best has never seen you eat a vegetable.
I have.
Whenever you have an intervention with somebody, this is the first phase.
Yeah.
They get angry.
That's what it sounds
they
like.
get defensive. Denial. And
Yeah.
then eventually they're like, you're right, I do have a problem.
Acceptance.
So we just got to break him down.
I got pizza disease. I get it.
What percentage of your diet would you say is pizza?
I'd say 40%.
Oh, get out
It's got to
of
be
here.
80.
You lie. Your nose just grew.
40 to 80%. So
40 to 80.
I mix in others. I do, baby. I mix in other stuff. I like the pineapple.
Pineapple pizza.
I like pineapple.
Denny's how often
And
you
you
see
get Hot
Jbird eat
Pockets.
pineapple?
Oh,
Hot Pockets are just pizzas.
Yeah, I know.
They're just little
No, they're
pizzas.
the same
I like-
They're a half circle pizza.
When the gremlin stops talking, I will answer your question, Kevin.
Yes. Denny's, when was the last time you've seen Jbird eat pineapple?
Gosh, I don't even recall. It's got to be a couple months.
You know that what happens to the cloak of night?
I know it's not
saying-
pineapple. I see.
Okay, so you're saying you go hide from Denny's and eat healthy.
Whatever.
Are you trying to claim you go hide like in a closet in your house so Denny's can't see you eating vegetables and fruit? And you're like, oh my God.
You're back on Mountain Dew, man. This has got 154% of your sugar in one serving of this.
I get it.
He's bringing numbers.
Dennis, you don't even think I like mango.
You barely ever eat mango. He randomly will get mango, I think, to throw people off his scent.
They can't question me. Look, I'm eating mango.
So infrequent.
Pizza gives me power.
Okay, well, I just have to know that your boy Denny's, he saw this documentary, he's concerned.
I was going to propose a challenge because I know Bird likes challenges.
Okay.
Okay.
How long could Bird go without eating pizza?
Okay.
Oh, jeez.
Now we're in it, baby.
How many days?
Who put a nickel in you? Pipe down.
Inflation.
Virginia.
It's a quarter.
Gosh, I mean,
Yeah.
Denny's didn't ask for a hype man.
I love Denny's act.
I mean, everything Denny says, all you hear is Virginia.
Yeah, how long could you go without eating pizza?
To prove I don't have a problem, I could go weeks. I could go weeks.
Yeah, weeks.
I could go weeks.
Okay, all right, so we'll go weeks then, since you say you can do that, no problem. So let's say no pizza until the 21st of February.
Should we give him one last supper, one last weekend? I know
No.
Bird doesn't like to
Please.
start it on.
Give me one
No,
last.
no.
You know,
You can't do that.
Come on, that's how I do with drugs sometimes to give you a little bit of just to wean you off. Don't
No.
they?
That's odd because my wife works at a drug
rehab
abuse foundation.
drug
and
place.
they don't shoot them up with heroin one last time before they check them in.
Baby, just give me 1 week.
Just one little more intravenous shot of heroin.
Oh, right.
Please.
Yes. Can I just have one
Kim,
more hit?
come on.
Your Honor, please, just hear me out for a second. Just hear my plea. My dad is in town from Texas. We're going to be going out to a very lovely pizza dinner.
Your dad eats healthy.
Nobody asked you. Oh my gosh! I will give you $100 if you turn off your microphone for 3 minutes, Kevin. $100.
Okay. All right. That's good. All right.
Money well spent. Best money I spent in 2020. Seriously, like I was saying.
Yeah, I mean, hey, if you guys want to throw any more money at me, there's a lot. I'll turn off the whole show. I don't care. How much for that?
My dad is in town until Sunday. Let me get one Italian dinner with him. Give me till Monday, and then I'll do your challenge.
Okay, 2
I'll play
weeks
your
starting
pizza
on
games.
Monday. Okay, so then that would take it till starting on Monday, the 10th. No pizza till the 24th.
Child's play.
And if anyone sees you eating pizza,
okay, you bring your punishment on, whatever you want.
then I think what it is he has to sit here on the show and eat a large amount of vegetables. We'll put whatever that might be, but you have to eat it all before you're allowed to walk up and leave. So that to me would be one suggestion for a punishment.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bring it.
Yeah.
Your punishments.
Or else Virginia can just punch you in the narcs.
Unlike some people on this show, I do my punishments. Oh, sudden death killer.
Her mic's still off for another minute.
I love it. I love it. She's in the penalty box. We should do this more often.
How much money you got? Happy Friday. It is the KVJ show. Lots of good stuff going on as we get ready for the weekend. All ready for it. If you got something positive that you want to share with us, you can. All you have to do is just send us a text, 877-979-9763 here for a little feel-good Friday on the KVJ show. Some of the ones that we got here right now, a little positivity for you to kick off a Friday. Somebody said, hey, I'm pregnant. My husband and I are having our first baby. I'm only about 5 weeks, so it's early to give you my name, but we're very excited. We're telling family this weekend.
That's exciting.
That's a cool little thing for you. Also, somebody said, my Feel Good Fridays, my sister was on the list for a new heart. A match came in on Wednesday night, and she has a new heart.
Wow, that's
Whoa.
amazing.
That is a big one right there. So very cool stuff to kind of get some positivity going here today. Something else, too, just some good news for a Friday, which I feel like we always need. They say that an all-time high of 90% of Americans say that they're satisfied with their personal life. How about that? 90% of Americans say they're satisfied with their personal life. That's really good,
cool.
right?
Yeah, that's awesome.
But did they interview everybody, though? 'Cause I didn't. And I am happy, but I'm just saying, did you get
They never
interviewed?
asked you.
Well, they always come up with these surveys. I never know anybody that takes them.
They ask people in the mall. I hate the mall.
90%? I mean, how do you even get that number? Did you ask, 10 people that?
Yeah, where did they ask these people? If they're like people at a bar, they're like going, yeah.
We love life.
Life's pretty good.
I'm hammered.
Yeah. I mean, ask me after 2 drinks.
Yeah.
Woo, life is great.
Yes. That's how you get these results. Also, there was a cool little study that they had done on altruism that gave toddlers the opportunity to eat a piece of fruit somebody had dropped or help out and give it back to them. And it found that even from an early age, we're more likely to help than to do something selfish.
Aww.
So that lends you to believe that maybe we're born good? I don't know.
Shocking.
Yeah, right. How about that? So some interesting stuff and some positives. Some other positives that you want to share with us, 877-979-9763. Tim Tebow's Night to Shine going on all over the world. My daughter loves this event. I believe they're doing one in West Palm Beach. They've got it at the Methodist Church. They're going to be doing that. It is a prom for kids with Down syndrome.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, it is really cool.
I love that.
Yeah, Tim Tebow does a lot of really good stuff, and I know he flies around to a lot of cities. At least he did before he was married. I assume his new wife will probably be joining him now.
I'm hoping he has a good spring training.
Yeah, I think he got an invite back, but it's starting to sound like it was one of those kind of like a Garth Brooks kind of invite where it's a ceremonial kind of, we know you sell tickets, and so...
Like Tebow for a day?
Yeah, I mean, he's going to be in Port St. Lucie for spring training, so, he may pop up in West Palm tonight then, because I assume, because I know they show up pitchers and catchers at least next week.
Well, because if he's staying during all of spring training, which I'm not sure if he is or not, but if he is, that will be kind of cool. He'll get some at-bats.
Yeah,
for
exactly,
sure.
and I think that's
cool.
what it is. He has an invitation to join the Mets for spring training, but I don't know if they're going to maintain him when the season kicks in, even they may have said, yeah, you're kind of getting to the point where we don't think you're going to have a baseball career. But, who knows? Positivity, that's what this is all about.
They told Rudy a lot of stuff, too, back in the day. I know you hate Rudy.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan.
Not a real story we heard.
Yeah.
It's a lie.
Yeah. And also, just wanted to make note of this, too. Somebody had sent in a text. They said, today they're going to be escorting the body of the Florida Highway Patrol officer from Fort Pierce to Okeechobee, the one that we talked about yesterday on the show that was killed on the side of I-95 when he had just pulled over to see a stranded vehicle, and there was somebody that was inside that was upset about the tow charge and started firing. A Riviera Beach police officer then who was driving by saw what happened and killed that man with the gun. So just a very sad day and a remembrance that just anybody who is law enforcement has to deal with these kind of dangers on a day-to-day basis. So there is going to be the processional that is going to be going on. So if you're going to be anywhere between Fort Pierce, Okeechobee, there will be traffic issues as well. But again, a very sad procession as they do that today. Just want to make note of that.
This is 97.9 WRMF Palm Beach.
A few more Feel Good Fridays here. Somebody's heading to a Universal for a little family fun day. Shelby's 3 and loves to hear the KVJ show, especially when we say her name. So there you go, Shelby. Also, somebody won $137 on the lotto tickets that we're giving out at about 9:40 every single day.
I love it.
Nice to hear from you. It's a nice little win to take into the weekend. Somebody else said my daughter was heartbroken that the symphonic band at the Palm Beach show was sold out, and a friend gave us 2 tickets. So it's a nice little surprise. Somebody also let me know that the Tim Tebow Night to Shine is pretty much for any kid with a developmental disability. My autistic son actually is eligible to go. So that's very cool. Tim Tebow doing great stuff with that. And also, quick happy 9th birthday to Dominique. That's from Dominique in Boca. Gabby is having the birthday, so happy birthday there to Gabby. All righty. Interesting stuff I've seen, too. I was just checking the KVJ TV chat room, Virginia. There's always somebody that's in there stirring it up a little bit and, saying something controversial. I saw this mention in there. It said, this is typical fake pizza news. I do not have a pizza problem. I'll play their silly pizza games and crush it. Make no mistakes, I'm as healthy as a horse. Says Jason Pennington put that in there.
Look, I had to make a pizza statement. There's a lot of rumors flying around out there. Some people think I'm dying from pizza disease, and I'd say that I'm living with pizza disease.
It sounds like this bit might save you because we know you've been sick.
I am not sick.
You've been saying you don't feel well for weeks.
Because Kevin has the bronch, first of all, and maybe I'm not feeling well because you just, I don't know, bring me down.
Me and Denny's care. You can fight with us all you want. We don't give 2 craps how mad you get. Me and Denny's care.
I'm doing your pizza games.
Okay.
I'm doing that.
You're going to have a big pizza blowout this week.
Oh, this week is going to be something that we've never even seen before. We're having a legit pizza Last Supper.
Okay, all right. It's going good.
You guys are more than welcome to come. I'd love to have you.
Sounds delicious.
I'm not going.
Why?
I'm on quick weight loss.
Oh, that's right.
I can't do that.
Yeah.
Quick friend loss.
Jeremy on here from Vero's got a little Feel Good Friday and a possible call out here. This with the Boy Scouts. What you want to say, Jeremy?
Yes, I'd like to just give a big shout out to all my Cub Scouts from Pack 473 for selling enough popcorn. That way this weekend we can go camp at Fort Wilderness at Disney.
Oh, nice.
That's
that place
awesome.
is awesome. That is very cool.
Good for you.
Yeah, good job there, Boy Scouts. All right, anything else you want to throw at us? 877-979-9763 here at the KVJ Show. Well, if you are going to Boca Raton and you want to hang out for a little bit, what are the best things to do? We posted up on our Facebook and our Instagram to ask people. And I got to tell you, there is no town in South Florida that gets more hate than Boca Raton. Not even close. I mean, because most of the answers were leave or keep driving or just don't.
I mean, you've went on a couple Boca Ranch yourself.
Here's my stance on Boca. City's beautiful. It is a great place, and there's a lot of fun things to do. There are some terrible people in Boca. But other than that, Boca is amazing. So separate the two. There are some really great things to do in Boca, and if you really get past, the annoying people that honk at you at the parking lot for no reason, then it's a great place.
I love exploring the Boca Mall food court.
The Town Center Mall has great restaurants all around it.
Well, the reason why I like it, every time I go to the Boca Mall, they always have somebody out there with plates of free hors d'oeuvres.
You better not take that pizza sample.
I can this weekend. Starting Monday, I will not.
Yeah,
But
you're
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Mhm.
I like when people. That's a good presentation.
Yeah, you ought to try it too. They've got free samples of falafel. That health food place. Yeah,
I had them with your wife.
That's right. Yeah, that's
falafel
right.
balls.
That's right. I forgot. Yeah, you were with us. Yeah,
I had a little sauce. I like falafel balls.
Yeah, they're delicious, aren't they?
Try to say that 5 times in a row. That's
Probably
tough.
shouldn't. So here's what we did get through all the complaints about Boca. What are the best things to do if you're there? And we put this up every single week at different towns. So if you're not from there and you jump into that spot, you'd be like, oh yeah, I remember KVJ was saying here's something to check out. Here are the best options that we had. You got Barrel Monks Brewery, which is great. Boca Raton Museum of Art, Boomers, the Coconut Cove Water Park, an FAU Owls football game. Somebody said take that in. Funky Biscuit if you want to go for live music. Gumbo Limbo. They got the Nature Preserve. Houston's is a great restaurant. You ever eaten at Houston's, Jbird?
Houston's is great. It's a chain, but it's one of the few chains that I enjoy.
Food snob. I have not been there.
You have not? Okay.
I'd like to go, though.
You would like it. They have a fried bow tie pasta that is delicious.
Who am I, Kev? I do not do chain restaurants.
I just normally don't.
Mm-hmm. Lake Boca is cool. They do that thing every year where all the boats tether up amongst each other, and then, people get hammered and
fight each other.
A little bit of that, yeah.
Okay.
A little bit of nudity, just gets a little crazy out there at Lake Boca. The Louis Bossi brunch is awesome. You can go out there and get their Bloody Marys are great. The mimosas are good. It's a good spot to go.
Don't you like a good brunch, Mama?
I love brunch.
The Louis Bossi brunch is very good.
I like a 3-hour brunch with bottomless. You got to be bottomless, not the people, the drinks.
Do most buffets? I'm sorry, I'm a buffet man, not a brunch man. But do most brunches have bottomless drinks usually?
Yeah, the ones that have anybody there.
The good ones.
Yeah. Meisner Park Amphitheater for the live music. Murakami Museum. Is that Delray Boca? Where is that?
It's right on the line, actually.
okay.
Murakami is right on the border.
Okay. Patch Reef Park, Splash Park, the Red Reef Snorkeling in Spanish River Beach Park. I know you love snorkeling, Virginia.
Love it.
Sugar Sand Park, the Sunset Cove Amphitheater. By the way, they got kind of like a big rave fest. A lot of kids going to be dropping Molly and listen to EDM this weekend, Jbird, if you want to go.
Boy, I know what I'm not doing.
Sur La Table for cooking class, and, of course, Town Center Mall, where Jbird loves to get the free samples. Those are all pretty solid options.
Falafel balls, Virginia.
I love falafel balls.
So we got the voting right now on our website, also off of our Facebook page. You can go to the KVJ Show Facebook page by searching KVJ Show and cast your votes for your favorites. Gumbo Limbo right now is in the lead. The Nature Preserve, 14% of people loving on that. FAU Owls football game is right up there at 11%. Sur La Table cooking class is also up there in third place right now by your votes. You've got also in there Sugar Sand Park is one of the favorites for people to check out. So if you've got something you want to do, we'll post that up on our newsletter next week on the E-Blast. So if you're ever looking for something to do in Boca, you can just pull that up and check it out. If you're not already getting our E-Blast, it's easy to do. You go to kvjshow.com, put in your email address, and you'll get it. Now, the one thing that you may not realize if you've not been in South Florida long is I still am always just it's kind of confusing, all the towns that we have here. And I think about how they got the names for them. It's almost like every South Florida town, how they named it is they just put the words palm, gardens, lakes, springs, or beach in a hat. And then they just took a name and then pulled out what is it going to be.
No creativity.
You're right. Lake Park, Lake Worth, Lake Clark Shores.
Yeah. Well, that's a little different.
Is
so
it?
We'll throw shores in there.
Oh, Lake.
Yeah, Lake. Yeah. There's a lot of lake, yeah. So what I want to do here is I want to see, because Jbird is the only native that we have here.
Oh, boy, this is not going to be a good bit for me. Oh, you're smiling. Yeah, all right. Well, what humiliating thing do I have to do now?
It is.
You weren't going to go into the weekend happy with your win. You had to be brought down by the smug master.
It is our South Florida City quiz here, Virginia.
Oh, no.
No.
I mean, I get lost on Clematis.
I'm going to give you 5 South Florida towns. Now, some of these are absolutely real. South Florida towns should be totally easy because you'll recognize that. You probably spent a lot of time there already. Some of them have just been completely made up with what I'm talking about, where you just throw gardens or lakes on the back end of a different name.
I can sniff out some Kevin trickery.
Okay. To make it more exciting, Denny's is going to bring in the shot caller.
Oh, boy.
And we've got the South Florida City quiz with Jbird starring coming up next.
Get the info on everything that's going on with us at kvjshow.com.
All right, Jbird is a native Floridian, born, raised, his whole life. He has been here.
South Florida, baby. Only went away for college.
That's it, yeah. So you are all about South Florida. So we're going to put you to the test here today because there's nobody better to quiz here. It gets a little confusing because I was noticing the other day especially that there are just so many towns that really only have about 5 or 6 different words in them. Palm, gardens, lakes, springs, beach. Like if you take away those, I mean, how many different towns would be really hurt if you said, okay.
It works.
Speaking of hurt. Yeah, I guess you did a quick little check on the shot
We have to do
collar.
a check because sometimes it doesn't work.
You have to test it.
Okay. Was the test successful?
It appears so, sir.
I had to guess.
Gosh, this thing. Well, especially when you don't know it's coming. Baby, it hurts.
All right, okay.
That happened last time, by the way.
Well, he's really big into checking.
It's all about the due diligence.
Yeah.
All right.
Denny's revenge.
No, it's just I want to make sure it's working.
Okay, so we got a South Florida City quiz here. Now, these towns are either real towns in South Florida or they are fake towns here in South Florida. Jbird hopefully will breeze through all 5 and get all 5 correct. Let's see if he can do that here, Virginia, and you can play along with him if you like.
Okay, let's do it.
First, we have to untangle Jbird. If you can see on Kvj Tv, he has
like a spider
a problem
over there.
here. His laptop cord has been all tangled in his headphones and he can't move.
I think it's a cruel joke. Denny's bought me these headphones as a gift, but I'm not kidding. The cord is 300 feet long. It's the longest cord, and I get tangled up in my chair.
Why don't you give him a zip tie and loop it up?
Yeah,
it's more fun to watch.
Yeah, this is more fun this way.
Denny's booby trap.
I gotta go long because you move around and it always gets unplugged.
Okay, so we got 5 here to challenge Jbird South Florida City quiz. It's a 50-50 chance on each of these. They're either real or fake. Wellington Gardens, real town or fake town? What do you think, Jbird?
Totally real.
Totally real.
Oh,
really?
Already?
Wellington Gardens isn't real? Are you kidding me?
Where is it?
Out in Wellington West. Out by Wellington Trace? There's not a Wellington Gardens.
Unless it just was formed today. I'm unaware of that. I'll have Suits
Yes,
check my work. Yeah.
we looked and there's no municipality named Wellington Gardens.
I am literally shocked.
And figuratively, but yeah, here comes the literal part.
You know what? I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try not to even flinch. I'm gonna see if I can stay here in a peaceful state without even moving.
Okay. All right.
In 3, 2, 1, bringing Le Pen.
Oh gosh. Okay. It's hard to stay still. That is hard to stay still.
You can't.
You cannot stay still.
It defies everything in you.
There's no way.
Okay, next up here, real or fake town? Miami Lakes.
That is real. That I would bet my face on.
You're correct on that. Very nice. That is a real town, Miami Lakes. Very nice. Tamarack Beach.
Ooh, I know Tamarack's real. It's not really near a beach. This seems like such Kevin trickery. Hey, we're going to Tamarack Beach. I'm going to go real.
You're walking it through in the right direction.
Yeah, you talked yourself out of it.
I really was surprised to see you go that way. So I'm like, oh, he's got this. Yeah.
Because you were like, yeah, Tamarack is definitely not by the beach. He's got this.
It's very west. Okay.
Are you ready for your shock?
Just do it.
3, 2, 1. Bring in the pain.
Okay, gosh. What level do you have it on?
4.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You're so calm over there, Kevin.
It's so peaceful.
I mean, yeah.
Kevin rolling into the weekend like peaceful.
I am. That's where I am. You see, I'm just so zen right now.
Yeah, you are.
I'm so zen. Okay. All right, Jbird, you've missed 2 out of 3, but you can totally turn it around here and end with a winning score. What about Miami Gardens? Real or fake? South Florida City.
I know Marvin Gardens is real.
Marvin Gardens.
Or Marvin, I'm not. Marvin Gardens is from Monopoly.
What? So it's not real.
It's not real.
It's actually not real.
Shocker got him shook.
I meant, it's real in the sense that people know Marvin Gardens. That is real, is what I mean.
You know Monopoly's not real, right?
Oh, she thinks she's so cool. She's wearing an army jacket today. She's got the shocker on.
Well, I thought Monopoly was in Indiana. What do you think here?
Say the name one more time.
Miami Gardens. Real or fake? South Florida City.
That's Kevin trickery because you're taking one of my hometowns and you're putting it with Miami. Kevin trickery.
Kevin trickery.
They only said it 10 times during the Super Bowl.
I'm like, that's the easiest one I have on the list.
I only watched the halftime
From
show.
Miami Gardens.
You could tell he only watched Shakira's butt the entire time.
He might have had it on volume down.
I did have a lot of it on mute. All right, just shock me and get this Groundhog's Day over with.
All right, you ready? 1, 2, 3, pain.
Oh, it's not working. I hate when this happens. I hate when this happens.
Denny's!
Yeah.
He moved it. I saw him move it.
Will you try it again?
Mm-hmm.
In 3, 2, 1, bring in the pain.
That's not. I got to be honest, Kevin.
Yeah. Then he has to come in here and inspect.
I saw him move it. Didn't I?
He's a good executioner, isn't he? He always can fix it out.
He really can. He's such a good friend.
Yeah.
And I love how he's there's all this pizza stuff he's trying to. He's wearing a pizza shirt. Thanks for the support.
Oh, that's right. As he did a pizza intervention today.
I think he turned it off when he moved it.
He did move it. I saw him.
That's what it's fixed.
Oh my gosh.
Denny's had to turn it up to see if it worked.
Oh, that was the worst one. Oh my gosh. And our carpet smells so much like curry powder.
Still?
Yes.
It's been 6 months.
Oh, it's so strong. You would have thought we dropped it today.
Y'all, if you want to get at somebody, seriously, that's how you get them. Curry powder.
It's
You
tough.
never get the smell out of your fabric.
Okay. All right, we only have one more.
We're still going?
Yeah. I said we had 5. That was 4.
Oh my gosh. I'm terrible.
I thought it was over.
He was like, yeah, all right, I gotta take this thing off me.
You know what? I'm going to get this one right.
Okay.
Pure
All right.
confidence.
Okay, all right. Final one here. South Florida City quiz for Jbird. We'll see. So far, he's missed
How's
3
he
out of 4.
doing?
He's
3
missed
out of
3 out of 4.
I mean,
Can you not laugh right in the microphone? I mean, honestly, who am I? I mean, you're breaking people's speakers.
I'm sorry. It's just funny.
Okay, all right. Here we go. 5th and final one. Cutler Bay.
That is real. That Cutler Bay, yes, it's down in Miami.
Very nice. In fact, your partner for the No Name Movie Game was from Cutler Bay. I want to know if you were paying attention.
I wasn't.
All right, very nice. So we can take that away. Good stuff there from Jbird.
There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha ha, it's the whacked out news.
Yeah, what?
So many people on meth.
Ow.
We had 2 neighbors in Oklahoma who got into a fight earlier this week, and one tried to smash their shared fence with a Roomba.
What?
Okay. Well, that's kind of crazy. Tried to smash the fence with a Roomba? Then it escalated, and quick. Step 2, he decided to throw his feces into his neighbor's yard and then barricaded himself in his house.
Is this a popular move these days?
Throwing your own poo, where it's like we're regressing into monkeys.
You really have a lot of those stories where that's either used as a weapon or a way of defense.
His own poo.
He threw his own poo, yeah. Which, again, I always hate having to play that game, human or animal. It's a terrible game to actually have to play. Be like, wait, is that animal or not?
And deep down, you always know the answer.
You usually do. I just hate to even have to be in that place to play. Yeah. Always like to hear, though. In fact, you can hit us up right now. We'll get to this coming up after the Whacked Out News. The weirdest place you found human poo.
I can tell you the weirdest place I saw someone pooping, but that's probably off topic.
It is.
Sort of.
Did you see the poo?
I did.
Well, I guess it was there then.
Okay,
yeah.
it counts.
I guess
We
it does,
will
yeah.
take it.
You can text us to us, 877-979-WRMF. Well, a gas station in Milwaukee may lose its business license after an amateur porn star filmed a sex video in the snack aisle. Apparently, the owner of the gas station just got a bag of chips and sat back and watched.
Wow. So they just went on and did their own thing?
They were there, yes. They were filming it there in the snack aisle. And the guy's like, don't let me bother you.
They didn't
Pardon
even
me.
ask permission. They just
They
did
just
it.
started doing it, and he just started watching and enjoying.
Everybody wins on that one.
Yeah, that's why if you own a business, you got to shut down those sex acts because they're like, no, we just can't have that.
So he could get in trouble too, the owner.
Yeah, looking at losing his business license.
What if he's just like, I didn't see anything. I was working on I was sweeping.
Yeah. It's not working, apparently.
Normally I watch
Is that what they
porn.
call it? There's a 32-year-old guy in Salt Lake City that stole a skateboard last Friday after his mom refused to buy it for him. What a loser.
Isn't he in his 30s?
He's 32, yeah. He's now facing a felony charge of aggravated robbery.
I mean, get it together, dude.
32-year-old and your mom will buy you a skateboard so you steal it? I mean, that's a rad crime that a 16-year-old commits.
You're right.
Yeah.
How are you on a skateboard? Can you actually skate?
No, I'm terrible.
You are. Is
Yeah.
Virginia our best skater?
Probably.
Or Denny's?
Oh,
Denny's. I think Denny's.
Yeah, Denny's probably is.
Okay,
Yeah.
well,
He
treat-
looks actually like an adult skater.
He does.
We should go to the skate park and break a hip.
I would love to do a little KVJ skate competition.
Oh, yeah.
There's one right there in Tequesta. There's a little mini skate park.
Have you ever dropped in a half pipe?
I've ollied a few times, and I've gleamed a cube once.
Yeah. We need to take you to the skate park and have you try to drop into a half pipe, see if you can make it.
Oh, I would love to do that.
It's horrifying. You will poop yourself.
No, I did it a long time ago, and I would do it better now. I'm wiser.
I can't do it. I tried probably 25 times and about broke every lower bone in my body.
Oh, yeah.
I got up there. I was too scared. I didn't even attempt it.
I'm a Tony Hawk this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's time to glean some cubes, baby.
Okay, we need to take you to the skate park
I'm
then.
excited.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. There was a man who was actually hiding in the rafters of a grocery store in Washington for weeks and stealing items. He's just chilling out there, just be like, yeah, okay, that's kind of good. Yeah, I think I'll take some top shelf liquor, help myself some cigarettes. He apparently even grabbed a couple expensive wheels of cheese.
Wow.
$8,000 worth of items he had there. And then he just climbed right back up into the ceiling. And they had no idea, like, stuff's missing. How is this happening? Yeah, we just closed and he come down out of the rafters. He also caused $13,000 worth of damage to the store.
Jeez.
So he's like, what a racket. I'll just stay here and keep taking the stuff I need.
That's how you do it, though. It sounds so fancy and awesome. Wheels of cheese.
Expensive wheels of cheese, yes.
That's the good stuff. When you go like in Whole Foods and
Yeah.
they've got those wheels of
Oh, yeah.
cheese, they're imported.
Or you walk up and it's like a cheese display instead of olives. Why are they wasting those little buffet tables with olives? Make them cheese cubes.
Some people like olives.
Low percentage.
I love olives. I know you hate them, but
See, Virginia loves olives.
they're delicious with cheese.
They look like little eyeballs to me.
They say some workers at an auto repair shop in Indianapolis lit incense to try to cover up some gas fumes on Tuesday. But unfortunately, embers from the incense landed in a bucket of gas.
Oh my gosh. Did it explode?
Why do you think you're in the Whacked Out News? Fortunately, all the workers got out safely, but the shop was basically destroyed.
Dang.
There's a woman in Australia that was sick of her family not picking up trash around their house, so she taped money to trash to see if her family would actually find it. After 6 days, nope, trash still there with the money attached.
Wow, this family is lazy.
She put her experiment on Facebook, and now that's gone viral. So try it at home. See if your family notices.
I'm a big fan. I got that same thing. They just leave stuff everywhere. I'm the only person that picks anything up.
Really?
Oh, wow.
I feel you, Mama.
And check this out. Adding to producer Denny's earlier intervention with Jbird and how much pizza he's been consuming, they say the number of pizza-related injuries in the U.S. went up by more than 50% in 2018. How are you injuring yourself on pizza?
You can choke on the crust or the cheese, which I've had done that before. You can burn your mouth severely.
Okay.
You can drop a hot pizza on your face. Believe me, that can happen.
Really?
Yes, it can happen.
Wow.
That's just to name a few. And boy, have I had some.
Don't even get him started about the burnt nether regions.
Never have. Well, not with a pizza, but I was eating naked one time and spilled a very hot bowl of tomato bisque on my private parts.
Okay, there you go.
I swear, it's a burn.
Yeah.
I swear, it's a burn.
You almost didn't want to tell that story either.
All right, the interesting stories are already flying in via text. Where did you find adult human poo? 877-979-9763. The list next.
This is 97.9 WRMF Palm Beach.
Gosh, this just really proves what a problem that we've got. We've noticed in the Whacked Out News, there has been an uptick of stories of people using human poo as a weapon.
Yes, Kevin, this is a problem.
It really is becoming a problem. I mean,
are people just running short of other weapons and just going organic?
I think it's just such an insulting gesture, but so many people are doing this, and it's so disgusting.
And just the skill level to time out your poo with your fight. I mean, it's next level. I'm not that good of a planner.
Some people are sending photos, too, so we can play human or animal. Gosh.
No, I do not want to play that game,
You sure?
dog.
Come here. Take a look.
I don't want to.
Come on.
I don't want to do
Kevin's
it.
making you.
Come on.
You can't help it.
Come
You have to
on.
look.
Get over here.
Go
Get
look.
over here. Get over here. You know it.
Is it human? That's human. Or is it animal? That's human.
It's human.
It's in their driveway. It's not even close. I mean, there's no doubt. You see it. There's just no doubt. Gosh. That just would, I don't even know.
Someone pooed in their driveway?
I don't even know what I would do with that. I don't know what I would do.
It's a new thing now. Like you guys are talking about. We had that one runner in the news. She kept on targeting that guy's house, the side of his wall. There was another phantom pooper. The press gives him a name. I mean, we're not helping the situation
No,
either.
I know.
We're
I'm
reporting
not trying
on
to
this.
glorify it. I'm actually trying to shame you. This is kind of a call them out.
It sounds like we're glorifying it slightly.
I know. I don't want it to be a message. I really want it to stop. I do
too.
want it to stop.
But we are part of the problem.
I know. It's just startling how much it's happening and where. Christina's on here from Stewart. You've run into it a couple times. What's going on? It sounds like you hit the monkey jungle. What's going on there, Christine?
Good morning, guys. I love you so much.
Oh, we love you too. Where? You said multiple times you've found human poo, unfortunately?
Multiple times at Walmart. I was the manager there, and I can't tell you how many times we have found poop just in the middle of the floor.
Oh, my gosh.
It was absolutely horrible.
Why? What do you do? Do you get like the lowest person of seniority to clean it up, or how's that go?
Unfortunately, it's left to the maintenance people, the people who clean the store. We have to get them and have them, get their little gear on and go to pick it up. It's horrible.
Christine, what is the turnover rate of maintenance at Walmart?
Actually, you'd be surprised. I was there for 5 years, and we had the same maintenance people pretty much the entire 5 years I was there.
Okay, because I just got to tell you, for anybody trying to hire me, I'm one and done. In fact, I'm none and done. You're not getting one out of me. I'm just done.
And thank you for being so brave and telling your story.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. She's a victim.
She's totally
Speak your truth, girl.
That's brave to come on and let people know you survived. Wow. Multiple times. Gosh. Somebody said, yeah, weirdest place I saw human poo was in an elevator in Abacoa.
Oh.
Abacoa?
Abacoa is classy.
Beautiful. I saw it one time in a parking garage elevator at Mardi Gras, but I mean, that's not Abacoa.
But yeah, it makes sense. In fact, somebody said stairwell in City Place parking garage.
I mean, I expect it at a Mardi Gras, but I mean, in Abacoa?
And stairwell, I notice people pee in there a lot too.
Yeah,
it's wrong.
they do.
I had to
Unfortunately, the
stop
parking
using
garages,
that
yeah.
stairwell at City Place because it always smelled like urine.
It does. It keeps it trapped. It's not a cool move.
No.
Yeah, they should hose that down every now and then.
Well, they should put cameras in there, and then as soon as the security see somebody doing it, just run in there and rough them up.
They should spray you down. They should have a fire hose.
Yes.
And you should get hit with the fire hose with your. Yeah.
I agree.
Publicly.
Publicly, yes.
Just
and put that
open it right
video
up.
out and let it go viral.
You are shamed.
Yeah.
It should. Yeah. I really want to shame people here.
Especially with I mean, if you're pooping in a stairwell, you definitely need that whole thing to happen publicly.
Yeah, you do.
You're so brazen. I mean, you must be drunk, right?
No, some people, again, love to see the world just burn, Virginia.
I don't get it.
Weirdest place you found adult human poo. Somebody said somebody pooed on top of one of those parking ticket machines in a parking garage.
Oh, they're sending a message.
Those things are about 5 feet off the ground.
Not only are they sending a message, they're very limber.
I mean, what is this, Cirque du Soleil?
You can probably find them at the CrossFit.
They have to have a very strong upper body. You have to.
I mean, your core strength is unreal.
So we're looking for somebody very muscular.
Somebody's physically fit
All
who
right.
did that. You know, if we were poo detectives, you could start putting this all together.
Yeah, you could.
We're starting to put a profile together,
Yeah.
upper body strength.
I'm getting a lot of instances of dressing rooms.
I mean, you're an animal.
You know what that is,
You're an
though? I
animal.
guarantee what that is. They couldn't make the bathroom in time. It's the only place where you can hide and get away with your crime. It's almost like manslaughter of pooping. You didn't mean to do it, but you had, like, it was just an accident.
It's just so wrong.
It's wrong.
It is. It is wrong. In a park along a running trail.
That might have been an accident too.
That might have been an accident.
But there's always bathrooms in the park. Like you can go run to the bathroom. Yes, they're gross, and yes, they're scary. But I mean, isn't that better than the trail?
Objection, Your Honor. Not every park has a bathroom that's unlocked. Sometimes they are locked. Sometimes after hours. Virginia's statement, I think, should be thrown out of the courtroom.
They say here in a text, found some human poo inside the cup on a golf hole. That was
comedy points.
That's
they're trying
but
to
you
be
just
funny.
you to leave your ball.
Oh, you so leave your ball.
You're like, you know
you
what?
hope you didn't reach in there and grab it before you realized.
Don't care if his title is That's why you always got to look at that hole before you reach down for your ball.
I'm good with this hole.
Somebody else said weirdest place I found human poo in a tanning bed.
It's just not right.
That ain't
it's just
right.
not right.
You're an animal.
You are an animal.
And this one, oh man, in a Catholic church confessional.
Again,
right?
I think it turned political.
Right?
That is wow.
Sending a
next
message.
level.
Somebody thinks that maybe the poo emoji is to blame for all this uptick in human excrement that we're hearing about in the whacked out news.
Glorifying it, making it more common, more normal.
Yeah, maybe that's it. Just ha ha ha. It's funny. It's not really fun. It's funny in an emoji. It's not funny in person.
Well,
Thank you.
Our way of life is threatened.
It really is. All right. Well, some fascinating stories. Thank you very much for your text. 877-979-9763 here at the KVJ Show. Do you have an impressive butt? There apparently is a test, a quick, easy test that anyone with a decent butt should be able to do successfully. I'll let you know exactly what it is next.
This is the KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.
Do you have an impressive butt? If you don't know, would you like to know? That's exactly what is going on here. They say that there is a way to tell. According to a physics professor, the average person probably has a butt that you can bounce a quarter off of. He says the skin on our butts is tight enough to be pretty bouncy, and it's actually bouncier than a basketball.
You're the one for this job. I mean, you got that PB, that pumpkin booty.
Yeah. So now my question is, bouncing, most things are a quarter's always going to bounce no matter what you are. I'm trying to figure out what he's trying to say with this.
Even with my old man butt, you think I could have a quarter bounce off my thing?
I think it would bounce off everybody's butt.
Are you sure?
I mean, if you took a quarter and threw a quarter off your butt, it's going to bounce off of everybody. I don't care how mushy your butt might be. It's going to bounce off of
I
it.
used to have quarters in this change cup, but somebody went digging through my change cup and stole my quarters.
Denny's got some.
Yeah.
I got to call the cops because somebody stole my ass. I'm not even I got nothing down here.
Yeah, so I really am trying to understand what this guy is saying, because does that not seem to be the fact that a quarter's going to bounce off anybody's butt?
Well, think about my grandma's butt. Would it bounce off of her? Rest in peace, by the way. But it was older, probably more,
Yeah.
saggy.
Maybe okay, maybe it's like maybe you need to be laying face down, and then does it bounce up?
Yeah, I bet. So you know the old adage? It's in the military. They would say you'd have to be able to bounce a quarter off your bed. That means you made your bed tight. So I wonder if a tight has to do with it.
Well, yeah, the tighter that.
Okay, so maybe it's coming from that.
Something flabby. I don't feel like is gonna.
It
bounce.
would just
Wait,
lay.
You got such great buns that a feather would bounce off that thing.
Yeah.
Little in the middle, but you got much back.
Well, we can try it here off of my butt first and see
Be
if
careful, because I know you're not wearing drawers.
Yeah,
Well, that's just it.
We
Yeah.
don't want to make any change.
We can't get fired from KVJ TV.
I'll just put enough. It will be cheek. You will see cheek. And in fact, what he's saying here, the skin on our butts is tight enough to be pretty bouncy. So it has to hit skin. It can't hit clothes.
Okay.
So that's it. So Virginia, you'll probably want to test later elsewhere.
I'll lay here. I don't care.
Okay. All right. I'm going to go right over here probably so I can kind of like lay up on the counter a
You're
little
going to
bit.
get up on the counter?
I think so. Well, I want to
Okay.
kind of lay flat,
This is going on Instagram.
This is turning into a thing, and I like it.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'll put just a little bit of my cheek out here so that the butt is exposed. And then just take it and kind of like throw it down, and hopefully it'll bounce off.
Bounce it, baby.
Yeah, but I think you got to go for a bounce. Like, you got to kind of throw it down. You just can't, like, let it drop.
It's got to be hard.
Should we close the blinds? Just real quick. Just because I just saw somebody look in here, and if a female coworker sees your butt, and then you'll be in HR, it'll be a long meeting, blah, 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 blah.
I mean, Virginia, awfully worried today. I say let him fly.
Okay. All
right, you're
here we
good.
All
Get
right.
on up here, big guy.
go. Okay.
Get over there, Kev.
It's not every day we get a the Kevin Ralston.
I know, and it was his idea.
On the counter.
Wow, this
Well,
is pretty
I'll
big.
try it first here and see how this thing goes. I'll turn this way.
We about to make it bounce up in here. Oh, Kevin.
Okay.
Oh, Kevin.
There's a full moon out.
Sorry, yeah, you're gonna see
Wow.
crack.
Yeah,
What's gonna
warning.
happen?
Warning, there will be butt shown on KVJ TV. Oh,
Jbird's turned on.
Okay.
I'm doing my job. Do not. Oh, Kevin. Wow.
Kevin.
All right. Here we
Okay.
go.
All right.
Okay. Try it out.
3, 2, 1.
Well, you hit it off the side. Okay.
It didn't really bounce.
It didn't bounce?
No.
Let me do it again.
You're the best butt we have.
Yeah.
If you're not bouncing, none of us are going to bounce.
The quarter is right by his.
You can't pick up a quarter. Look at this. Look at this gorilla over here trying to pick up a quarter. You can't even pick up a quarter.
Oh, right. You're in a compromising position
You
right
should have
now.
seen his hands trying to pick this quarter up.
Quarter!
Oh, will you pipe down, Cindy? 3,
Yeah.
2, 1. It does not bounce.
Darn.
It did not
Whoa.
bounce.
Okay.
I mean, if you're not bouncing, none of us
Well,
will.
maybe I don't have a good enough butt. I don't know. Is anybody else trying this?
Baby, don't be so hard on yourself.
I don't know.
Your butt's
That was my
tough.
Sorry, my butt is still.
Oh, man, Kevin's tangled up in my
How
cord.
long is your cord? Don't pull. Easy. You should not have that kind of cord.
I told you, I think Denny's just setting me up, man.
Dude, you could go to 7 radio stations down and still be plugged into WRMF. That's how long that thing is.
All right, well, we learned. We did some science.
Well, yeah, he's a physics professor. He said the average person probably has a butt, and it says probably has a butt that you can bounce a quarter off of. So does that mean I'm worse than the average?
Yeah.
And does anybody have, is that just maybe a comment, I need to go do some more squats today?
Can
I don't
anybody
know.
else do it?
I don't know.
Maybe it has to be a young butt, and we got to get suits.
Well, it says the skin on our butts is tight enough. Is it saying that my butt skin has gotten so loose that now I can't bounce a quarter off of it?
I'll do it, but I don't want Virginia anywhere near my butt because all of a sudden I'm gonna have a roll of quarters where the sun don't shine, and it ain't that kind of party.
I'll give it a shot on you. Yeah, you can trust me.
Can I though? I don't know if I trust you either.
No, you're right. You can't trust me, but do it anyway. Okay.
All right, so.
Okay, so you just do kind of like what I did.
Oh.
Yeah. Just
okay.
Put your butt out there. We're trying to see here because they say you can bounce a quarter off of the average butt.
Oh. All right.
How you feeling?
I feel good because you're nowhere near my butt. Although you have a camera right in my face. I feel like I'm getting an exam.
Okay. Here we go. Don't fart.
Is this a trick? Hold on, Denny's, is this a trick? Is this a trap?
No, I think you're cool, dog.
All right.
Yeah, you're cool.
What could go wrong?
Why do you feel so vulnerable?
He's been to the puppet show. He's seen the strings. Usually when Kevin sets you up like this, it's bad for you.
There's something about that.
There's like some kind of viral challenge going on the internet where I put my head down, my butt up, and then, I don't know, like a donkey bites me.
Okay, let's see. Can we bounce a quarter off Jbird's butt? Okay. All right, here we go. No, that one just hit flat. Oh, geez, I even hit like right on the end.
Go hard. Oh, that's
it was a slight little, just kind of.
Slight bounce.
That's going in the
Hey,
slot.
can you get that out of my register, please?
I'm not touching it.
That's in my register. Can you get that?
Hey, I got to return that quarter, man. That's a borrowed quarter.
Where did we get that from?
You put in another quarter, a Coke will come out.
Probably Mountain Dew.
Oh, okay, yeah, Mountain Dew. That's right. Yeah, so I don't know. Can anybody else try it and let us know?
Send us a video.
It seems like a bunk test.
We debunked it.
Yeah.
Look out, Mythbusters.
And I'll say clench your butt, too. Go for it.
The sad thing is I was clenching my butt.
Okay. Yeah, so I don't know. And somebody said drop, not throw. No, because I dropped. I did a drop. I did a throw. And it doesn't bounce.
You know what it probably is? We probably have to be in tight yoga pants standing.
But he was saying skin. He was saying that the skin would be tight enough.
I don't know this guy. This guy sounds like a madman.
Gosh, I hope that's not a test of whether or not you have a good butt, because if it is, then we've all failed.
Kevin's being insecure about his butt. Tell him he's got the best butt in radio.
You do.
That's not saying anything at all.
Amongst all the gross, fat, disgusting radio guys.
Yeah.
You're the least grossest. That's something to hold your hat on.
Is it really? Is it really? Okay. People trying to convince us that we didn't show enough butt, that we have to take our pants all the way down around our ankles, Jbird, for it to work.
Okay, well, I was going to write that, but...
It's a trap. It sounds like a trap, man. You can't run if your pants are down your ankles.
Yeah.
What are you running from?
Oh, gosh, so much. How much time you got?
I don't know if that's going to work or not. Yeah, you don't even know what to believe anymore. There just really is so much, fake stuff out there. It's like, okay, is that a legit test? If you have a good butt, you can bounce a quarter off of it. Who knows?
Well, it's easy to fake. Anybody can fake stuff now, but make it look real.
Right. And so you'll never know if it's true with the CGI and the editing.
Well, then you have to now you're spending 30 minutes fact checking something where you just wanted to read a quick article.
Yeah.
It feels like a TikTok video. We could totally make a butt bounce quarter TikTok video.
To me, I think one of the more troubling things that's out there is now, because you have a certain amount of followers, it somehow gives you like credibility. They say that some of these Instagrammers that are out there, remember the one girl who was the vegan girl that just all of a sudden then went carnivore, was eating all that meat?
Yes.
And so people were like saying, oh, well, like she has some kind of credit. It's just a girl that was in front of a video camera.
Oh, just because
a hot girl.
Yeah.
A lot of times it's all about how hot you are.
Yeah, just because someone's got followers doesn't mean they know what the heck they're talking
Absolutely
about.
not, yeah. And apparently now there are some wellness influencers on Instagram who've stopped drinking water. And they say that instead they hydrate from eating fruits and vegetables instead, that you don't need the water. In fact, they say the bottled water is probably really toxic and dirty. This is an exact quote. Like, the bottled water is probably really toxic and dirty.
You do great social media influencer voice.
Okay, girl.
I like how it's probably. They don't know. They're going with their gut feeling on
Bottled
that.
water is probably really toxic and dirty.
I have a feeling.
You probably get better water from a watermelon.
And that usually for most people is like, okay, that's enough for me.
I love it. Share it. Like
She's
it.
hot. It must be true.
She's wearing yoga.
convinced.
Yeah, she's wearing yoga pants. It must be real.
And they say the push for us to all drink more water is, quote, it's just all business and huge marketing. Don't fall for it.
I mean, water is a huge business. Yes, let's not deny that. But it flushes out the toxins. It's real, y'all.
You know what else is big business and real? Living.
Here's another quote verbatim from one of these Instagram influencers who've stopped drinking water and trying to convince you to do the same thing. I stopped drinking empty water from bottles or the tap. You hydrate with living water because there's nothing in the water in bottles. What?
What? What the hell is living water?
I stopped drinking empty water from bottles or the tap. You hydrate with living water?
It's probably like some $6 water infused with, it's got microorganisms that help you like be smarter.
It's stories like this that make me feel like I'm aging out of Earth.
They went to somebody who should know something. Doctors. One of them, about all these stupid Instagrammers, said, I would highly discourage people from giving up on water.
Thank you.
We need water to break down all the nutrients. We need it for our metabolism. There's so much more to suggest dehydration isn't good for you.
Yeah, doctor, but how many followers do you have on the gram?
Okay, Boomer.
Okay, yeah. Okay, Dr. Boomer. You with your education and life's hard work.
But we're giggling. There are some people today that are like, I'm giving up water.
Or
Big time. No, that's why
and
it's a
they're going to
problem.
really get sick.
Or they're going to go, well, my doctor said this. I talked to 3 doctors. They're all wrong.
Thinning of the herd. Bye, y'all.
Yeah.
You're right. There are people that will listen.
Bye.
They will listen to somebody who has more Instagram followers than an actual doctor.
Well, I mean, she's got 2.7 million, and she looks great on a bikini. So yeah, she's my new doctor.
And I think she has no filter either, so she's honest.
Wake up like this.
And that's all they need.
That's it.
KVJ Show is all over social media. Find us Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Well, we've got a lot of romantic people in South Florida, apparently. And writing a love poem is not a lost art form. Some good submissions.
Who's playing that saxophone?
That's Denny's.
I mean, Denny's, you can blow.
That is nice, by the way.
Yeah, it's kind of weird because I don't know if it's because he's playing so well, but there's smoke coming out of the end of it.
Well, it's
He made it into a bong.
it's a saxophone slash bong. A saxophone.
A saxophone. It's very impressive, yes. We've got some really good poems here that we're going to be getting to on Monday, where we whittle it down to just the best 3, and then you get to vote on your absolute favorite. Heather sent in this as her submission for the $200 Hoffman's Chocolate Valentine's Day gift basket.
It's a massive basket. I saw it.
It says, roses are red, chocolate tastes sweet. Don't send me your D-pics. They'll end up in a tweet. I'm a real classy lady. I don't need to wine and dine. We'll relax on the sofa. Netflix and chill is just fine. Don't go all out. It's just another day anyway. And remember this on Valentine's Day. Tell me you love me, but only if it's true, because I know in my heart that I truly love you. See, it was sweet at the end, made you laugh at the beginning. I mean, that to me is
pretty good.
Art.
Pretty good.
You still feeling this saxophone, or is it kind of getting on your nerves? You like it?
I like it. I mean, don't insult Denny's. He's put a lot of time into rehearsing.
Now there's a tear running down his cheek.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not a tear. That's just bong water.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right, well, thank you, Denny's. Apparently, Jbird will like you. Exit the stage.
No.
Yeah.
We liked it, Denny's.
Put your saxophone away.
Keep it up. I was
Yeah,
asking.
he's packing it away.
No, please, baby. I didn't.
He's gone now. Yeah. Poor Denny's. Jessica wrote this for her wonderful husband, Matt. It says here in this love poem, after 2 beautiful children, we must say farewell. With a Valentine's vasectomy to balls who have done swell.
Valentine's vasectomy.
Thank you for taking one for the team. You really are the man of my dreams. And even though you'll be out of commission, your satisfaction will be my top mission. Okay. She puts top in all caps. I wonder if
I
that's
like it.
some insight there. All jokes aside, I love you with all my heart. And unlike your swimmers, we will never grow apart. Wow.
That's good, too.
That is really good. Those are 2 strong submissions already.
I love it.
Yeah.
This is setting the bar.
It is. So if you've got a strong submission for us, you can get them to us. Got to be here by Monday morning at 6 a.m. That is our deadline. Then we'll post up the best 3. You vote on those. And then a little bit later on next week, before Valentine's Day, we'll be giving away the $200 basket from Hoffman's Chocolates. Well, we're doing the love poems just a minute ago. And to let you know, for Valentine's Day, if you're looking for something fun to do, or maybe you're single and you're like, Valentine's Day is just not for me, I don't love it. There are a lot of different restaurants out there that hear your pleas, and they've been doing some really interesting stuff. They've got different gimmicks, I guess you could say, that are going to be going on here for Valentine's Day. Several chain restaurants like Hooters, they're bringing back their Shred Your Ex promotion this year, where if you destroy a photo of your ex, either in a restaurant or on their website, you'll get a coupon for 10 free boneless wings when you buy 10 wings.
Ooh.
So they got a little bit of a deal there. Burger King is going to be running a promotion on Valentine's Day where they'll give you a free Whopper if you bring in a picture of your ex and put it into a breakup box.
Oh.
Would this work? You bring a picture of your ex and then somebody puts a curse on the picture and your ex? Would you get in trouble for that?
How do you know it works?
You get in trouble
Go
for
ahead.
that.
All right.
I've done it like 4 or 5 times.
Oh, I know you put some curses on. I think you put one on me.
I did not. I have put curses. I have purchased voodoo dolls, but never on you.
And more for the lovers for Valentine's Day next week. Chick-fil-A is selling an entire dinner with 30 nuggets and 6 chocolate chunk cookies and 10 chicken minis, and all put it in heart-shaped tins for you. They've got Olive Garden. They're doing a 3-course meal called the Valentine's Day Dinner to Go for 2, with soup, salad, all kinds of good stuff for $35, and a breadstick bouquet you can get.
Ooh, oh my gosh. Oh.
I saw a video. Somebody was making bacon roses and gave those. I'm going to try to duplicate that.
I want a bread bouquet. That is just my game.
Yeah, you're right.
That's love right there. That's how you get in someone's heart.
And for somebody like Jbird who loves pizza, CPK, California Pizza Kitchen, they're doing a $35 dinner for 2 promo with a heart-shaped pizza crust for no additional charge.
I want to eat, dinner for 2, party of 1.
Pizza Girls does that too. They do heart-shaped pizzas.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
I love it.
They're also going to be giving out gift cards for buy one, get one pizza on a return visit. So there's some special deals for you.
You just activated my hunger.
I did, huh?
Yes.
Don't take much.
Yeah, it's on me. After the show podcast, going to be up here in just a few. And before we get to that, Jbird, shut it all down with a thought for the day, my friend.
Thank you, Kevin. Oh, no. Hold on.
That's the thought? Oh, no. What do we do with that?
Hamburger hands over here. Just closed. Baby, just don't be so hard on yourself.
Oh, no. This is an epic fail.
It was a good one, too. Kevin, can you give me about 90 seconds?
We're running. We have to go to commercial.
It's only timed.
Okay. The greatest gift of life.
Wait, what?
Hold on. The greatest gift of life is friendship. And I've received that with y'all. That's not the one.
You can't butt kiss and make it better.
Wait, what?
Just call your loved ones and say you love them. I lost my thought.
What happened on that? And you lost your music, too.
That means I got to... Does that
Hey,
matter?
Denny's, get out the saxophone. Thank you.
Denny's.
All right, we got some music now. What's your thought?
Heard 'em, Denny's.
Yeah, there's a lot of smoke coming out of this thing.
Yes, it is. Happiness is when what you think, what you say, and what you do are in harmony. Oh, yeah, you don't like that one? It was Gandhi's thought. Ever hear of him? Gandhi.
Someone's so defensive.
Gandhi, that sounds like a strain of weed.
I know this is the positive segment. I'm all defensive.
Oh, well. At least we got the saxophone playing in the background.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Denny's. That sounds nice.
Did you miss an episode of the KVJ Show? No worries. Find our podcast on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, or kvjshow.com.